Don't you think?
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Hassan, can you please stop?
Where are you
Why?
from,
Why are
brother?
you stopping Hassan? He's my supporter. Hassan,
Mango,
do you
come,
eat
please.
meat?
Mango, please stop with the. Can you answer my question?
What
Like,
is your
What is
question?
your question?
Hassan,
Yeah.
shut up. Let me speak.
Yeah. So you argued that if you don't buy meat, someone else will, right? And therefore, it makes no sense to
There's just
change.
one thing, bro. There's just one thing. There's just like one argument. There's hundreds of them.
Hey, vegan, I fuck you. I fuck you. What is talking?
Meat. Hey, Hassan, shut up. Don't abuse.
What is from, brother?
Okay, so there's like mm, we farm meat to eat.
yeah, you farm animals,
Yes.
right? You don't farm meat.
Yeah.
If it was farming meat, we wouldn't have a issue here. The problem is that you farm animals and then you slaughter them to make them into meat. Let's not confuse between those things. Those are
Yeah,
living,
that's okay.
sentient
That's how-
beings, right?
That's how we survive. That's how we survive back in old days.
Excuse me?
We
Yeah,
eat
but that's
meat.
not relevant nowadays. Yeah, but that's not relevant anymore, right? We used to
What
do
are
that
you
in the
gonna say
past.
to a lion? What are you gonna say to a lion?
Okay.
Don't eat meat?
Yeah, please, calm, please down, right? Because you're jumping from argument to argument, and I know you're looking very desperate right now to justify your cruelty towards animals, right? But you should not look at other lions in order to get your morality, right? You're dancing around, you're doing mental gymnastics right now, and you're looking terrible, right? To justify
I'm
this
looking
cruelty to
terrible.
these sentient beings. Yes, you're looking terrible because you're bringing stupid arguments. Why would you look
You're
at a
rude,
lion?
bro. That's
Mango.
so rude.
No,
If I could, hold on.
That's so rude,
No.
man.
If I could,
I was just
Why-
having
Mango,
a
if I
good
could.
conversation here, and
Sorry, apologize. Val
No,
is
that's
being
not
Mango,
right.
Mango. Hold on.
That's how you're
Can I
gonna
please-
accept people to don't eat meat by telling them that you are dumb and
Yeah. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. I'm gonna address that. Val,
That's
give me a
not good,
second.
bro.
Sorry,
That's not
can you
good.
give me a second, guys?
you're rude.
Can you give me a second, Mango? So
Okay,
I
one
appreciate,
second.
yeah, I appreciate that Val was a little harsh, right? Please allow me to understand, to try to explain in non-abusive words why Val said
Yeah,
that
you are good.
yeah,
Okay.
why Val said that your argument is silly. Let's call it silly, right? So did you
Okay.
know that?
I'm okay with silly.
Yeah. Did
can
you
you
know?
please stop interrupting now? Please.
Okay. Did you know that? Thank you, Val. So,
See?
did you know that lions kill the young of other lions? So they just take the babies of other male lions and they just eat them. Did you know that?
No, I don't know that.
Yeah. Do you think because lions do that, we should also start killing
Let me
the
think
young
about that.
people
Hold
of our
on.
neighbors? Do you think that would be a good justification? Well, lions do it, therefore we should start killing the babies of our neighbors.
I don't know lion eat their own babies. Let me search.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on a second.
You can search, but then you're gonna have to say, yeah, my argument was silly because we shouldn't take morality from lions.
Hello, guys.
Yeah. Hey, what's
Yes,
up?
male lions do have been observed to eat their own cubes,
Yeah.
particularly
So do
when
you-
they
do
take
you-
over a
do-
fight.
do-
Okay, so lion do eat their babies. Okay.
Do you understand now why? And by the way, let me correct you. I did not say that you are stupid. I said your argument
Yeah.
is silly. That's the difference.
No, your tone
know-
was rude, bro. Your tone was rude.
Yeah.
Look how
don't care
polite
because
I talk.
Yo,
She used silly.
please.
Use the
Can
word
you please?
silly.
Can you please? Yeah, that's fine. What is the issue? I can call an argument silly. That's not an issue, right?
You should call that silly, but you.
Let's move on
didn't
from this.
call
Yeah,
it
but-
silly.
Mango, listen.
Yeah, but let's move on.
Okay.
Let's
So
move on from this.
lions do eat babies.
Yeah.
Lions do eat
So
their babies. So-
do you understand now why it is not good to look at animals to get our morals from? Do you understand this now? It makes no sense to look at the lion, right?
Okay.
And also, you have to understand that the lion is in a different context, in a different situation as well. So the lion has no choice. You, on the other hand, you have a choice. I said it before, right? You can go to the supermarket and choose. You can choose your food.
Okay.
Right. And my question to you is now, because you have a choice, right? And you always have the choice between killing a plant and killing an animal in the supermarket. Why would you choose to kill the animal that can feel?
Hold on. I have a question for you guys.
No,
Yep,
just
but
answer the
before we go on, hold on.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with everything that you said, other than disrespecting me. But I agree that we should not
Yeah.
get our morals from lions
Yeah.
and animals. Okay.
Perfect.
But I have a
Thank you.
question. Do you guys believe in any religion?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
What about you, post-mortem?
I'm anti-theist, unfortunately. I think religion
What does that mean?
That means when I said it, I started explaining it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Not a problem. So that means that I think religion is a waste of a human mind, and it does more bad than
Hey,
good.
yo.
If a
You
religion
say
did only
wallahi
good stuff,
before.
if a
How's
religion,
that?
if I can finish, if a religion did,
Let him speak. Let him speak.
if
Oh,
a
let
reli-
her speak.
yeah,
So-
no problem.
Okay, go ahead.
Them. I go by they, them. So if a religion did only good, I would have no problem with it. But unfortunately, I think it does a lot of bad, including wasting the time and the mind of people I know, and I can see that
Okay.
minds being wasted on something that we have no reason to believe in.
Okay,
But
okay,
but
okay.
let's be
post-mortem.
but let's be very clear, right? So I don't think that like animal care or caring about
Wait.
animals.
Small question, guys. I'm
Can
sorry for
I
that.
please no? Can I please let me please finish, right?
Let him
Let me
speak,
please
bro.
finish.
Let him speak. He's desperate. Let him speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So we all want to say that all religions can be compatible with caring about animals, right? I don't think that any religion, maybe some really small religions, maybe, I don't know, but most religions are saying do no harm, do not harm others unless it's necessary, right? So I mean, you can be a Muslim, you can be like a Christian, you can be a Hindu, a Buddhist, even more so, I would say, and you can be a vegan. It's not an issue, right?
Okay.
Okay.
It's in India, it's ahimsa, it's non-violence, it's completely compatible.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, let him speak. What were you saying?
No, I just have a question. The girl
Okay,
said,
ask your question.
the girl said wallahi before. How you would like say wallahi and you're not a Muslim or
Excuse
not
me?
have a religion?
Excuse me?
Wallahi, no, she did not say
They,
wallahi,
them.
bro.
Sorry, guys. My pronouns are they, them. So they said, I'm not a girl. I'm a non-binary.
What does that mean?
That means I'm fall somewhere between man and woman.
But
Oh.
come on.
I mean, you can not
okay,
accept it, but
okay,
that would be
okay.
just
Okay,
rude.
okay.
Okay.
No, it's
So
not.
I'm
how
telling
should
you who I
should
am, right?
How should
Oh
I
my
call
gosh,
you?
guys,
How should I call
guys,
you?
please stop the fucking, like, just call it post-mortem,
Hey,
please.
don't
Just,
abuse,
if,
bro. Don't abuse, please.
No,
just
bro, why
call
are
them
you
post-mortem.
angry? Come on, we're just
Yeah,
chatting,
because-
bro. Don't
no.
Okay,
take
can
it
you ask your
serious.
question? Can you ask your question?
Go.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
But you
Go ahead with
didn't answer
question.
my
Don't-
question.
Post-mortem, are you a Muslim?
No.
Because you said
I said
wallahi.
I'm anti-theist. That means I don't believe in any religion, and I think other
Okay,
people should
did you
stop as
say-
well.
Did
Oh,
you
you
say
are
wallahi
it.
before?
No, she does not say wallahi, bro.
Please,
I
lay
hear
down,
her.
please.
No.
It's like
does not
it's
say.
like I'm saying I'm a woman and you keep calling me a man. It's the same thing. I'm saying I'm neither. So just lay them.
What I see. Okay, tell me.
So how should we call you?
They them
Like
or
they,
VPM or
them.
postmortem is fine.
They.
them.
Okay. They.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your
okay.
open-mindedness about it.
Okay. So they did not say wallahi, bro.
Okay. Chill, guys, chill.
It sounds
be
like I'm
angry, guys. We're
referring to
just
multiple
chatting.
people.
We're just chatting, guys.
So let's
Okay,
chat, let him
okay.
cook. Mango, if you can let us talk to just let him cook for now for a second. Is that okay?
It's okay.
Yes,
I told
it's
you.
Yeah.
okay.
I just want Mango to not interfere for a little while, if that's okay. So let him cook. Are you vegan?
No.
Why not?
Why I have to? I
Oh,
love meat.
because not being vegan kills the most amount of sentient beings and exploits them as well. So it
What's
does
the,
the most amount of harm to both animals and humans and all that stuff.
What's the importance? Me or like animals?
Well, we're not asking you to choose that. You can you can say I'm more important, as let him cook is more important than animals. But that's not the choice that stands in front of you. It's not like and if you go vegan, you then be killed. It's not that. You can go vegan and be yourself still, so not die, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
So
tried
the
to be
choice
vegan
it's.
before.
Do you know what false dichotomy is?
No, what is that?
False dichotomy is saying, well, it's either this or either X or Y, and when it doesn't comport with the reality, and actually the reality, you can choose Z as well. There's a third choice or a fourth choice or a fifth choice. Saying there is only two choices is false dichotomy. It's a fallacy.
Okay.
Yeah. So you understand why it's a false dichotomy to say, well, are humans more important? Even to ask, are humans more important than animals? Humans can be more important than animals, but then why does that justify killing animals while not killing humans?
But okay, I can like take animals and make the animals growth like a cow park, you know?
Sorry?
Feed the cow and make the cow burn, you know? And give me a small cow. But the animals do not do this, you know?
And
I
why
can
does
care
that
for
justify
animal.
exploitation and slaughter of animals?
I can like make the number of animals growth.
Yeah, how does that justify?
if
How
I
does that
kill
justify
10
doing it though? How does that justify? I can say
Yeah,
I
this is
can
the
birth
reason.
a child, right? I can say I can birth a child and then put them in a dungeon
Hey.
and then keep them for 5 years in that dungeon while they like I don't know do miscellaneous work for me, right? Would me being able to birth a child justify locking them up in a dungeon and exploiting them?
Okay, maybe you have a right, but there is any animal ask you for that?
Sorry, excuse me?
There is any animal like ask you for this? Animal rights?
No, I don't understand why they should. Babies also can't ask for rights, but yet we grant them.
You have a point again. Okay.
No. It's
I didn't
it's a
think-
legitimate point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
a baby can't ask for rights. A baby can't ask to
This
not
is
be
real.
killed, right? But it doesn't
Yeah, of
mean that
course.
it's okay to kill babies, right? We grant
Of
them
course.
rights. Yeah. So why wouldn't we grant animals rights as well? Although we can't ask, they can't ask us for those rights.
I don't know, maybe the nature of all the humans like that.
Oh, so you're saying humans are like inherently evil, and that's why
No, it's not evil to like
you
eat
don't
a
think it's
chicken.
evil
Come
to kill
on.
somebody when you don't have to?
Come on.
Do you think it's evil to kill somebody when you don't have to?
But I have to eat.
You can eat plants, right? You can kill plants who are not sentient.
Plant is also alive, you know?
No, oh, yeah, it's alive. It's not sentient though, right?
Holy God. Okay.
Yeah,
Do
we
you-
know this, right?
you know what
We know
sentient
plants
is?
are not
Do you-
sentient.
Wait. You have a point, okay?
Yeah.
And I promise I will like try to be vegan.
Well, what would stop you
Vegetarian or-
from like actually committing to it?
I don't know, something new.
Well, why are you saying this then? Are you just saying because are you saying that you are convinced by my arguments, or are you just saying it to appease me?
No, your argument it's right.
Yeah.
We
So
don't
why
have to
wouldn't you
play
just
this.
do it then? Why would you try and not just
I
do
will
it?
try. Yeah, I will try. I promise you.
Well,
Something
that's what I'm
new.
asking. Why would you just try and not just do it, right?
What? Try or do it? I
Yeah,
will
just do
try.
it. Just do it,
can't-
not
I
try.
can't-
Do
yeah, I
it.
can't do it for like all my life, but
Yeah.
I will try. I promise.
So
What do you think?
yeah, go on, Ben.
Maybe I try, I will like believe in this system, and I will keep it. You know?
Yeah, but do you have any doubts or something? Like any doubts or any issues? What do you think? Like, is there anything that we can help you with or any questions?
I think I can take the protein from another resource. You know, like a vegans people.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like tofu, lentils, beans, right?
you see?
Tempeh. Yeah, I mean, you can also ask ChatGPT or Google. I mean, there's so many sources like where you can get like your protein, your minerals, your vitamin, yeah, fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, grains, rice, potatoes.
Yeah, I think
There's
that's
so many.
cool.
Let him cook. Can I ask you if I give you like a link where you can go there and make this entire thing less daunting, less scary, and more committee, right? So if I give you a link where you can get in touch with a nutritionist who's going to tell you what to eat and how to eat it, and they're gonna help you with your specific area, where to buy stuff, how to get like food for like less expensive and stuff like that. Would you like me to give you that link? Would you like me to give you that help?
Yeah, of course. Send me that link.
So I appreciate it. I put it in a side chat, I think.
Let me see.
Let me see if the link is okay. It looks a little weird. Yeah, it's okay.
And I surprise you with some information for me. I'm in the country, we all eat meat like every day. Okay?
Yeah.
And then like my opinion, it's not necessary to eat meat. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But let me see this link.
And it's not necessary to eat eggs or dairy either, so.
Yeah.
Or honey, all that stuff. It's not necessary to wear leather as well. It's not necessary for you to buy dogs from a breeder. So all of those things are like vegan things. You start considering animals as individuals. And then if they're exploited, you just don't pay into that exploitation. That's what veganism is.
But do you think it sounds a good message that we believe that animals shouldn't be used for our benefit if we don't need to?
Okay, let's think about the system when the animals it's so necessary to use, like maybe horse.
Why is horse necessary to use?
I don't know.
You don't have feet? You don't have 2 feet?
Yeah,
car.
I have my car already,
Yeah.
but okay.
Yeah.
Some situation you have to use animal, guys.
Like when?
I don't know. Maybe when you eat eggs.
Yeah, well,
Can
why?
I eat eggs when I'm vegetarian?
Why would you eat eggs? It's ass food. It comes from a butt of a chicken. It also exploits and kills a lot of chickens. Billions.
Come on. If we
What
not
the
use the animal, who gonna use it?
Why do we have to use any animal at all? Like, again, remember I told you about false dichotomy? So this is false dichotomy again. It's like you are assuming that we have to use animals. Why?
We are human. We must use everything. The
Why?
planet.
You can just not use, you can
I'm
just
also
not use
I'm
other
also
humans, and you can just not use animals either. Like, why do you need to
don't
use
know.
anybody?
Yeah, let him cook. Do you think we need to use koalas?
No.
Well, why not? They're an animal. You said we gotta use animals, right?
Yeah, but you can eat koalas. You can eat
Why not?
penguins, you know?
Some people eat
Why
koalas.
can't you eat? Yeah, some people eat koalas.
Australians
I don't
eat
know.
koalas.
I don't prefer that.
Why? Isn't it weird? We put in like these arbitrary lines between which animals is okay to do what with, right? And there is a lot of shit that you don't even know that we do to animals for that. Like, you don't know what happens to cows for dairy, I think, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to know?
Wait. I just like searching for the link you sent me.
Yeah.
It's a good website, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you ever noticed in your region? I don't want to know like which country, but in your supermarkets, have you ever noticed like some good vegan options, like besides fruits and vegetables, like I don't know, like the meats, maybe like soy milk? Have you ever seen these in your country?
Who you ask?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, repeat the question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in your country, whenever you are in the supermarket, have you ever seen like soy milk or fake meat or all these foods, like these vegan
Yeah.
alternatives?
Yeah. A lot of.
Yeah. Now you don't have to eat them or drink them, but it can be sometimes helpful. But yeah, you can also eat like very minimal processed foods, like fruits, vegetables, pasta, potatoes, rice, beans, tofu, you know.
By the way,
Nuts.
this stuff is so healthy, I think. Okay.
Can I ask you something? Let him cook. Do you think, for example, by the way, I just dropped in the middle of the conversation, so maybe
No,
you've
go
already
ahead, go
been
ahead.
asked. Do you think using animals for, like bringing them to existence and then killing them so that you can wear their skin, would that be okay?
No, this situation, it's not okay, to be honest.
So, but why?
When you say,
Why
when
is
you
that not?
say eat them or eat the animals, okay, I can like accept
So wait,
that.
let me put it this way. Why is it wrong to take their skin and put it on you, but if you take their skin and put it in your mouth, it's okay?
Because I think it's so like unrespectful to kill it because you want the skin.
But
when you
kill it
isn't-
if you want it
Bro,
like
bro,
food that you just like.
Bro, a lot of people eat like a food, but not a lot of people do it like for skin, you know?
Yeah, there is. Like India, it's one of the biggest exports from India is cow leather or buffalo leather.
But guys, you know that the economy and like I don't know. You know that this economy, this money in this industry, animal industry, meat industry. It's big money. It's a huge.
Yeah, that's why they're fighting us. But that's not a good justification to exploit and kill animals for.
Yeah, there is fight.
Of course. Oh my God. There's
There is
crazy
war
fight.
between you and.
There's crazy amount of fight. Let me show you just some of it. I'm sharing my screen so you can watch in there.
Okay. One moment. I have a call, but wait. I put
Okay.
the fan. Wait.
VPM, you always have something to show, huh?
Well, not really. I have to work better on it. I have to populate it, the site. It's coming along though. I am working on it on my off time. A little more. What's up, Felix? Felix in the house.
I'm just here for like 30 minutes and then gotta go shopping and do other stuff. But I'll be here in about like 3 hours or something.
Yeah, I'm here for a short while as well. I've had like extra terrible night sleep today, so.
Hopefully we can all be set up for Monday. That'll be fun.
That would be cool. Wait, postmortem, can I ask why is it that you're having a bad sleep? What's happening there?
Just sleeping disorders. It always is, but sometimes it gets worse. And sometimes it's better. A little bit. But it's always bad. I
guess you
just
tried
chronically
the-
don't. What?
I guess you tried journaling and stuff like that, right?
I have a sleep hygiene. I don't journal, but that actually makes me spiral more into my thoughts when I write it down. So it doesn't help. But I do have like a sleep hygiene. I take pills. I take a bunch of shit.
I'm
But
sorry to interrupting you. I have to go, guys.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
hope to see you next time,
Yeah.
inshallah.
please consider the things that we said, and please keep checking.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
course. The website and me, I will check it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys for this
Yeah, see you.
conversation.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Take care. Bye
Cheers,
bye.
man.
Yeah, thank you.
What's up, Sky? Just vegans in here again. Yeah, so I was saying because of the nature of sleeping disorders, some of them can be handled and others not so much. And it's just like a cycle of usually not very regenerative sleep. And sometimes it's like even worse because insomnia kicks in because something happened and I'm just like on a loop all night. And then my body starts to ache because hyperlaxity and, you know, it's just, I was dealt a shitty hand in some respects and a very good hand in other respects.
I mean, I can relate. I'm just wondering if you're like, if it's psychological or not. For me, it's partially psychological for sure. It's also physical because I always don't sleep very deep,
Yeah.
but it's also very psychological. So for me, journaling does help.
No, I have like physiological sleeping disorders. Yeah, I have insomnia. Who the fuck doesn't? That's one of the disorders. But the other ones are restless leg syndrome and delayed sleep phase, which is the thing that fucks my life. Totally. Just run into a wall to an instant sleep. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate it. I don't think it's going to be very regenerative, though. What's up, Yash?
Hello,
How you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing okay. Still alive.
So, what are we discussing?
We're talking about veganism. Do you know what veganism is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Are you vegan?
Yes, I am vegan
That's awesome. How long have you been vegan for?
since my whole life.
Oh, cool. Is it like
Wait, what is veganism? What is veganism to you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This morning.
I was gonna go there.
Not taking any part of from animals, like any food. It is either paneer, chicken, meat, etc.
Why not though? Why? What's your motivation there?
It's not any motivation. I never feel that I should eat meat.
Or dairy products or eggs, right? Like it's like all animal products essentially exploit animals.
Yeah,
Do you wear leather or buy products that test on animals?
no, because there is multiple cheap copies of leather, which is not actually made from leather. So I use that.
Oh, it's awesome. Toilet cleaner, what's up?
That name.
Yeah, cool name. It's very non-ego driven name.
Who's vegan here?
Most of us. Are you not, Sawi?
Yeah, I'm not. That's why you don't eat meat.
Yeah, no, I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy and I don't eat eggs. No honey. Don't wear leather. Don't go to zoos. Don't pay for any exploitation or killing of animals, if possible.
That's why God created them.
That's actually incorrect. So I'm sharing a screen. If you could go there, Let me know when you're watching my screen share. Oh, I haven't.
Okay, it's loading.
Okay, awesome. So this is for
Yes,
this is for Christianity. Probably doesn't apply incredibly to you, but like I think the creation myth is similar or the same in all books, right? So God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat." And meat in this case is meant to convey food. So God didn't create animals to be food. He
sorry
created.
sorry for interrupt,
Yeah.
man, but I am Muslim.
I understand, but I'm just saying the creation myth is very similar in Islam, right? It was taken partially, like
No, there is a difference.
The Quran is partially, or very much, at least in the first place, was based on the Abrahamic religion. It's an Abrahamic religion, right? So Ibrahim is in that. So the creation myth is very similar.
Okay, give me a similar ayah.
Well, you're the Muslim, so you can go check it out, right? Whatever your because the Quran is not in the order. Because Quran is not in the order, actually, it would be better if you provide the creation myth and show me where Allah created animals for you to exploit and kill. I know there are, like, in Quran, it says once in a while, like, how to kill animals and stuff like that. But show me that they were created for it, because I think that's wrong. I think they were just created to populate the earth.
You may ask artificial intelligence if you don't know, and check this out with the sheikh.
Sorry, do you not have... I have spoken with lots of imams, but do you not have the answer, though?
Yeah, I have the answer.
Yeah,
There is
so
no...
You can
ayah
share
for
it
that.
with me. Like, you can share the Quran link, and like, if you can find a Quran translation to English, that would be better, of course, because I don't speak Arabic, unfortunately. But
Yeah, there is a version of Quran English. You can say it in online.
yeah, but still, because Quran is not in the right order, right? I'm correct, right? It's not like, it doesn't start with the creation myth the way the Bible does. So just, I need you to tell me where the creation myth is, and we can check it out together, right?
That's a good point. But you are start with religion in the first place.
Yeah, I think no religion, literally no religion, maybe a pagan religion, but no religion demands people to exploit and kill animals. It just kind of allows it, and it allows it basing it on the fact that all of those religions were created or given to, from God or whatever, when there was like literally no other way to be, right? But right now in the 21st century, 2025, you can be vegan, you can be thrive, you can be healthy, if not healthier than people who eat animal products. And then it becomes absolutely ridiculous that we exploit and kill animals. It just becomes absolutely useless cruelty, terrible cruelty, to exploit and kill animals for no good reason when you can absolutely choose not to, right? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, based on what?
Listen, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Based on what? I think I made a good argument. So if you're gonna say, well, I think your argument is wrong, you should tell me why, right?
Just a minute. I'm gonna send you the ayah from
Okay,
Quran
thank you.
about this. All right.
I appreciate that.
But I'm curious.
I hope it's a
Asawi,
creation myth, though, because you made a very specific claim. You made the claim that God created animals to be exploited and killed. So it better be the creation myth, right?
All right. There is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be.
But I'm curious, Asawi, is that why you consume animal products? Because God created animals? Is that like when you go to a supermarket and pick an animal product, are you thinking about God saying, well, I made this product for you?
Just a second.
Look, you can look for that later, maybe. Right now, we're having like a moral discussion, and moral discussion is different from a religious discussion, right? It could say that, I don't know, God created animals for us to exploit and kill, but then, like, it doesn't, but it could say that, right? But
It's
then
not,
it becomes.
created
But hold on,
for
hold on.
the
I'm-
killing or
hold
something
on,
like
I
that,
haven't
just,
finished. I haven't finished saying the thing.
From it.
So it could say in the religious text that God put animals here to be exploited and killed. But then in year 2025, it would be kind of weird to go by that because you can not do it, and therefore it becomes cruel. So that the argument still stands, even if it would say in the creation myth that animals were created for you to exploit and kill. I think just by the fact that you can not do it, it becomes your moral duty. Yeah.
Just a minute. Yeah, just
Oh, you're not listening to me, are you? You're just looking for the thing.
Yeah, because this is my point. You're asking me for a reason why I say that.
Yeah. Well, every religious
Even though
person
my
says that.
pronunciation was so bad.
Yeah.
I don't disrespect you. Just I'm searching.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Maybe we can, while you're looking, maybe we can talk to somebody else. How about that? How about,
Okay.
yeah,
See
Lord,
the chat. See the
Lord,
chat.
what's up?
I don't make sure about this response. This is from explanation from GBT about that in English. But in Arabic, I understand it.
Oh, just give me the surah name.
Surah name is Nahl. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to put a link there. Oh, I remember this. What you pasted, I remember this. This is just like a person saying it. It's not God saying it. I want to see where God created animals for us to kill. This is not part of the creation myth. It's incredibly besides the point. I can say something about like, oh, God wanted me to come here and make everybody vegan. That wouldn't make it correct. You made the claim that it's part of the creation myth, that the animals were created by Allah for us to eat. That's what I expect from you, not this ChatGPT verse, because this verse doesn't support your claim. Yeah, you understand why it doesn't support your claim?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's because it's not a creation myth. This is just somebody in the Quran saying, God created blah, blah, blah.
Not
but
someone said that God say it.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this verse.
From animals like from sheep, take the wool and milk like that.
Yeah, I know. I remember this verse. I've read it in the past, right? I know a little bit about all religions, right? Not a lot,
So
but a
what's
little
your
bit.
problem
Hold
with
on,
vegan?
I'm talking.
No.
My God, how rude. You interrupt me in the middle of my fucking point. Can I
Okay,
continue, please?
Yeah,
Yes,
fucking
thank you.
point, okay.
So this is just like somebody talking about what God did. But I want to see where in the Quran it says, and God created Adam, right? God created Adam, and then God created animals for Adam to eat. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, you want to help you with this search, right? Or just the explanation like that?
Well, I would appreciate the actual surah or the actual verse, right?
Okay, search about that. This is your problem with search, not with the animal.
Dude,
You
how
want-
can you
don't-
say you're Muslim and you don't know your own creation myth?
Okay, how do I know even more than 600 paper with the all explanation?
Then
You
how can
can,
you make it, how
remember
can you
all
even
the-
make the claim that God created animals for us to eat when you don't even know what it says, what the creation myth says? And now you're struggling to find it, right? It's kind of so disingenuous.
I know in Arabic. If you can't say in Arabic, I can, but I don't explanation. My English
Just sounds
is so
like
bad.
your English is amazing, frankly.
حبيبي والله I don't see that. بالله إذا في واحد عربي يتكلم هنا يقول لها ليش يعني وضعها مع الحيوانات، ليش يزعلون معهم؟ في آيات تثبت أننا نستفيد من الحيوانات من ناحية منافعها في سورة النحل.
Does that say that Allah created animals for us to eat? From
No,
Allah, I
just-
appreciate that you're like other people in the Quran.
English. Even though I don't have something to say.
Sorry?
Even that, I don't have something to say with you.
Yeah,
With,
all
my-
I asked
Yes.
for, right? So
I
Allah
asked
created
what-
Adam, right? Allah created Adam and Hawa, right?
Oh.
Allah created Adam and Hawa, and then he created the animals as well. Well, first he created the animals, and then Adam and Hawa.
Okay.
Yeah. Show me that verse, that surah, and show me where it says that Allah created the animals for Adam to eat.
Okay.
It doesn't say
Ad-
that, right?
Okay, let's be reasonable. If Adam and Hawa and Earth, how what they are gonna eat?
Well,
A plant to eat?
that's why I showed you,
Like-
dude. That's why, sorry, Hasawi. That's why I showed you Genesis, right? So this is in English. I appreciate, and this is from the Bible. But I'm telling you, the creation myth is incredibly similar or exactly the same in the Quran, in the Bible, and in the Jewish thingy, Torah, I think, right? So it says right here that they're supposed to eat plants. That's how God created. It's Allah's best interest, right, for the humans to eat plants. It says it right there. And I bet it says it in the creation myth as well.
Okay, let me understand. What's the point you want to share with this?
The point is,
He's spreading the wrong information.
the point
India
is,
guy, Bob, shut up.
the point is
What
that
the fuck, man?
the point is that your claim was wrong, possibly.
Eh?
And it doesn't even matter because in the year 2025, in the 21st century, you have the ability to not exploit and kill animals, to not pay
Yes.
for exploitation and killing of animals. You have the ability to be vegan. And therefore, it becomes your moral obligation, whether you're Muslim or Christian or Jewish religious.
Baby trooper. You are spreading wrong information about the Quran. You said that in Quran we have to eat plants or not animals. You show me the words, nigga.
First of all, I would appreciate if you don't be
Talk
so
about it.
upset on screen. And second of all, I gave Hasawi the opportunity to give us that verse.
Spreading
And
wrong
he fell
information
flat.
about religion.
Bob,
Ask her. She
Bob,
bond with the
why are you
Christian
upset?
and Muslim and everything, and even not reasonable.
Hasawi,
Why?
Hasawi, you
I-
don't know
Yeah.
what's in your creation myth. So please, I'm an anti-theist. I'm an atheist, right? You are Muslim. It's on you to provide the creation myth, especially since you made the claim that animals were created by Allah for us to eat. And it definitely doesn't say that. And you can't show me that it says that. But can we please
me the
move
verse.
on from religion and move on to ethics, to actual morality? Can we please move on? Because it doesn't,
Sorry, because you spread wrong information.
Bob, that then provide me the surah in which Adam and Hawa were created and animals were also created, and it says that animals were created for Adam to eat. Provide me the surah. You're making the claim. I'm not making the claim. I'm just making their argument against the claim. The claim was that Allah created animals for us to eat. I don't think that Quran says that. Then provide me with the surah of the creation myth.
So you're saying we don't have to eat animals?
Absolutely. Especially in the 21st century, which is when we live, right?
Scientifically, it is proven that she left.
No.
Are you there? Okay. So scientifically, it is
Hello,
proven
guys.
that whoever
Pardon me.
plants,
What's happening? I'm
Sorry,
in
Watermelon, can you wait, please?
What's
Can
the
you hold on?
disagreement now?
Watermelon, can you wait, please?
whoever
Bob, can you
Yeah, I
continue?
will
I
wait.
apologize.
me.
Bob,
Sorry?
continue, please. I apologize. Everybody interrupted you, but you can continue your point, please.
No, it's fine. But I was just saying is that according to the research, whoever eats only vegetables is weaker than the other one. That the one who eats he eats meat.
Okay, that's a
No.
bold claim. Can you provide that research, please?
I can show you the research. Okay?
Yes, I would
Just give me
appreciate
a
that.
second.
Yeah, let's check it out
Awesome.
together.
Wait
That's
a
also
minute.
not
Give
true.
me a sec. I will show you the verse and as well as the scientific proofs that eating meat is healthier than eating only vegetables, relying on only vegetables, which is actually harmful for the humanity
it's
and for human body.
That's not true.
It's not good.
That's not true.
Yes,
That's
it's
not
true.
true. No,
Yeah,
no,
it is.
listen, Bob. Bob.
Bob, you made the point. Can you please now let Chip talk, please?
Bob. So
Okay.
I'm a
that's
certain.
fine. Okay.
Bob, I'm a certified nutritionist. The first thing I learned with getting my nutritionist certification was that we do not need a certain source of foods. That means the source of the food, whether it's coming from plants or animals, doesn't really matter. What we need is nutrition, and that means macronutrients and micronutrients. If we can provide all the macronutrients and micronutrients that the body needs from plants and plant-based products, then we do not need any animal-based products for your health.
Oh, okay. Just wait and see. I will show you I will clear every point that you said. Just
Yes, please.
give me a minute. I will give you every verse, everything, scientifically proven, everything. Just wait a minute.
Okay.
I doubt it, though.
Yeah, same. And I'm gonna get prepared though, so I have like a nutrition status here. The only things that I have populated, I think, is vitamin A and protein, but that's a good start. Nutrition for kids is populated as well. Hierarchy of evidence, I'm pretty sure hierarchy of evidence. There is no Bible or the Quran here in the evidence, so I hope there is no health claim evidence from the Quran. Only the creation myth. That's what I'm hoping for. Hassawi, it's not the creation myth what you're showing me. It's not the creation myth. It doesn't justify your claim at all. Like,
do you count fish?
Yes, Watermelon, you can talk now, please.
Yeah, do you count fish? Like, are fish animals?
Yes.
From your opinion? Okay.
They're not
Then
only
you are-
animals, they are sentient animals. So they are individuals. They have the capacity to feel and experience life.
So, do you want a verse from Quran that's saying you can eat fishes or?
There is no problem. I'm not making the claim about the Quran saying that that humans were granted the permission to eat animals back in the Quran time. That wasn't the claim by Hassawi. Hassawi made the claim that Allah created animals for us to eat. And that is incorrect, as far as I know, but maybe I'll be disappointed in learning that Allah actually created animals for us to eat. But yeah, I will fully admit that the Quran says how to slaughter animals and said, yeah, it's okay for you to slaughter animals. The point is, though, that back in the, 14th century, I think, when the Quran was written, people literally didn't have any other choice. They were in the middle of a desert, and they ate whatever they could, right? And now in the 21st century, it's incredibly irrelevant, frankly, what the Quran allows and doesn't allow. We should apply morality of our time and not just of the time of the Quran. Like Quran, makes points that you can own slaves and shit, and that we shouldn't do that today, right?
But your body need that. Like, there is a lot of benefits from eating meat animals.
Well, we have a
watermelon.
certified nutritionist here who says that. My experience of 10 years not in eating animal products also is it's anecdotal, but it's shouldn't I have been dead already if we need it and haven't eaten it for 10 years?
But I can provide you with the evidence right now that we don't need animal products, empirical evidence, meta-analysis, the top of the evidence
Yep.
pyramid. So if you get the absolute top evidence, top quality evidence, would that convince you that we do not need animal products to thrive? Watermelon? So if I provide you with the absolute top quality evidence that we do not need animal products to thrive, would you accept the evidence?
Like you can survive with eating like
I said
fruit,
thrive.
and you can survive by eating anything.
s-
But like we want to eat animals, and that's okay. Like
said-
the human nature. Listen, can you let me talk, or you will say?
Watermelon, before
Wait,
you talk,
I hear
before you
what you
talk,
said,
please.
man. I hear
so-
what
so-
you said. I'm
so
just
you-
talking.
But please answer my question. If I provide you with the evidence, top quality evidence that you can thrive, not survive, thrive, that means be as healthy as possible on a plant-based diet. If I provide you with top quality evidence for that, will you accept it?
No.
No. So wait. If top quality evidence,
According to which documentary, like you are talking?
according to science, you know, there's a pyramid of evidence. Do you know what the pyramid of evidence is?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the pyramid of evidence is, Watermelon?
Like how you can get creatine if you will not eat it from the meat. That's the question.
Creatine is not an essential nutrient. Creatine, your body produces creatine, first of all. And second, if you really
Your
want
body
to
produces
have...
it if you're eating meat, man, and the
No,
hemoglobin
no,
as
no.
well. If you're not eating meat, you will not produce that
No.
in your body. That's a
No,
science,
no.
man.
I haven't
No,
gotten
your
it
body
yet.
produces creatine if you eat certain amino acids. All plants contain all 9 essential amino acids in various amounts. If you are eating enough of that, your body will be producing enough creatine, just like you would if you would be eating animal products.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Hey. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So now your point is, in our era, we do not need animal or meat to fulfill our nutrients. We can
Yep.
we can rely on plants to get nutrients and energy.
Well, plants and supplements. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So why we are producing animal?
Well,
Why?
because people want. Because people want.
Because they are producing waste and they are looking. They are space. They are like they are capturing space and everything. They are ugly and they are producing waste, extra, more and more. So why we reproduce them?
Bob, would you argue that everything that humans do today is out of need? We produce a lot of products simply for money. That's why we exploit and slaughter animals. We exploit and slaughter animals for money.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
We exploit and slaughter animals for money. That's why farmers do it. That's why in the industry exists. It's a money-driven industry. It's not about need. It's about money. Just like we produce a lot of other products on this planet for money, we also do this for money.
Guys, pardon me. Do you eat eggs?
No.
No. So as a vegan, you don't eat eggs. You don't
No.
like drink milk.
No.
You said that for money we can slaughter animals. You said
No,
that?
he says that's what's
No.
happening. It's incredibly immoral, though. People do immoral things for money. You asked why we slaughter animals, and it makes no goddamn sense because we can eat plants, take supplements, and be healthier, and not exploit and kill animals, and not ruin the earth.
Okay. Every
And
every
Genius
human
game.
are-
The supplement came from what?
Watermelon, what?
Wait.
The supplement came from
Wait,
what? Genius.
The supplements came from bacteria and plants.
And if you want hemoglobin or like creatine,
You
do
don't
take
need
it from apples?
hemoglobin, and I have vegan creatine with me right here.
Can I just
A
quickly
vegan
address-
creatine?
can I-
Yes.
Oh,
wait,
man.
It's just
can I
an
actually-
amino acid. It's
Hold on,
nothing
can I-
special about it. It's just
can I
3
just
amino
quickly
acids. Sorry,
I
go
want
on.
to
Clay.
address something.
Why you would not go to the jungle and have a gun and protect like the poor animal that they cannot
You're
protect themselves?
throwing watermelon. You're
Stupid
throwing. What
vegan
about
as
this? What about 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 this? What about? Bro, calm down, right? Just real quick. For anything related to gym, it's better to take supplements because even if you try to eat meat and try to get 5 grams of creatine, you're gonna be eating shit ton of meat. So might as well lower your calories, probably by just taking a supplement. It's so easy, bro. Like I sometimes
Okay,
I
okay.
want
We got your point. Wait, I have a. Now can I speak?
Sure.
You are saying that your main point is that all humans in the earth have to eat plants and take nutrients from plant and bacteria extract, not from animals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Suppose all the humans on the earth
Yep.
are taking nutrients from plants and everything.
Yep.
And hey, wait a second.
Uh,
All humans taking nutrients from the plants and everything bacteria that you said, then why we need animals? My main question that, and why
We don't.
we need
We
animals?
don't.
So why animals are in the earth? We can slaughter them and throw them because they are reproduce. Okay, then go and in a slaughterhouse slaughter every animal that you see and throw in the water oceans.
Bob. So, if I'm understanding correctly your argument, I think you need to understand that animal agriculture produces the animals. These animals don't reproduce on their own.
Yep.
We, the humans, put our hands in the ass of a cow, we hold their cervix, and we inject bull semen in their vagina. This is standard practice to reproduce cows. We do similar practices for all other animals to get them pregnant or to get them to have babies. Once the babies are born, Bob.
Wait, one second. That no, so you are saying that we are doing this. Yes, we are doing. But my point is, if all the humans in the earth are vegetarian, then we have to slaughter every animal because they are capturing space and reproduce in their own. Why the animals don't reproduce? Why? What the?
They
That's
don't
a
reproduce on
stupid
their
argument.
own. They don't reproduce on their own. That's a
What?
straw man.
If a male sheep and a
Yes, I know
female
how
sheep
the
are together,
I know how
and human
animals
reproduce-
in hold on, Bob. I know how animals in the wild reproduce, right? I'm just saying in farms that's not what's happening. Their reproduction is
Then go
hold on,
Then go
Bob.
slaughter them.
Can I please finish? Their reproduction is incredibly controlled. Either the farmer is the one who's reproducing them manually with their hands, or they are kept separately. The boys and the girls are kept. Can you please
I know.
let me finish?
If you want to save the animals from the human to reproduce them means that you are doing to put the hand and inject the sperm extra. Then you go, if you are a real vegetarian, go to a slaughterhouse or a reproduce, then which you are saying, go and slaughter all of the animals like a cow, everything, because
Why?
the human put their hand in their butthole and doing some Gucci things. Okay,
I don't understand why. I don't understand your argument. Why would I, as a vegan, by the way?
Sorry, I'm good.
Okay.
Rage quit.
That was amazing.
Oh, that was
Listen,
the most ridiculous argument.
pure joy to listen to this and then just like let them go. Anybody else? Watermelon, you tried to make a point and Bob kind of intervened. Would you like to continue making your point, please?
Yeah, I have a supplement that you can take just only from animals, that you can't take from plant source.
Yeah, which one?
Which one is that?
B12. You can go to Google and write B12. It's only exclusive on animals, and you can't make it
Yeah.
from plants.
No,
Or you
the
can't
supplement,
make it-
think-
the supplement in the labs is made with bacteria. My B12
Yeah,
is
where do you
vegan.
think? Where do you think animals get it anyway?
Animals? That's
Yeah.
from God.
Yeah, yeah.
They
No,
are
where
from-
do you think
Are you
animals get B12 from? Animals need B12 also. Where do you think animals get B12 from?
Where do you think, Genius? From the plant?
Well, so first of all, no. B12 is a bacteria that's produced. B12 is a vitamin that's produced by a bacteria, and it normally resides in the soil. And you know, with our intense agriculture, because of animal agriculture, coincidentally and ironically, we've kind of fucked up a lot of our lands. And because we did that, that bacteria is no longer that prevalent. So if you go into your own country and look at the agricultural practices or the Ministry of Agriculture there, like I did this here, I live in the Netherlands, and if you look it up, you'll notice that they recommend supplementing the animals with B12. So literally, when you're taking B12 from animal products, you're just taking a supplement secondhand.
So can you take it like from any plant? No, you need to take it from the meat.
No, you can
But did
take
you
it from a
understand what
bloody
you-
bacteria. You can take it from a supplement which is created in a lab by bacteria. So they take the bacteria that usually creates B12 and let it create B12, and then they extract that B12 and put
So
it in a pill form.
I will live all my life eating supplements?
Why not?
That's
Wait,
nonsense.
Are you too weak
What
to take
mel-
one supplement a day? Are you too
No,
weak?
that's not one supplement. Actually, there is a protein, creatine, and I can go to 100.
No, you don't need to take protein and creatine in supplement form. Only if you work out, and then you would take it anyways.
Do you consider yourself as healthy?
Yes.
That's obvious from your voice, actually.
Yeah, it's because I
Yeah.
also do
As your
blood
voice-
work.
Go
I
ahead.
also hold on. I also do blood work, and my blood work is fantastic for my age.
But it's also super funny, Watermelon, that you think you
Yeah,
would need
that's
to
so
take
funny, right?
supplements. Like, no, you know what's funny is because I personally was consuming animal products and I had the B12 deficiency while consuming animal products. I had to take B12 shots, and my doctor said that for the rest of my life, I have to supplement B12. All this before even being vegan. And you seem to think that if you're going to be eating animal products, you are safe with B12. And that is insane. That is insane. You will see that in the near future, maybe in a couple of years, 5, 10 years, I don't even know, when the governments actually wake up and do something for the people, you will see that B12 will be either there will be a lot of foods that are fortified with B12,
It's already.
or B12 will be a vitamin that everybody will take.
Yeah, it's already. All those breakfast cereals are fortified with B12.
Yeah.
Guys, because that we are now like in 2025.
Yeah.
Like go before like 1,000 or 2,000 years. There is no supplement. Like
Why are we going there?
The human being need to eat like animals. 'cause
Yeah, I
veganism
literally
that
hold on.
that you make,
Watermelon,
guys, to get
hold on,
attention.
hold on. Do you remember? I literally made. Sorry, I literally made that argument about 10 minutes ago. I literally said when the Quran was written, right, they needed animals to eat, but now in year 2025 we don't. So why are we looking backwards? Why are we not looking at now?
No,
now
no,
we don't
that's-
need to.
No, you can't. No, that's not answer for my question. I asked like before 2,000 years there is no supplement. Like you didn't need to be a vegan, and that's okay. You need to eat meat to have like these.
Yeah, but
kind
you're not
of-
2,000 years ago. That's the claim.
Yeah,
I agree
so
with
that-
you. I agree with
so are
you
you
that
saying-
2,000 years ago was incredibly hard to be a vegan. By the way, we do have recognition of vegans being back then, but we don't know what the health outcomes. We also don't know what the health outcomes of old people who ate meat 2,000 years ago. We do now. We have science now. We have the supplements now. 2025, you can be vegan, and that's why I'm sitting in this Discord asking people to take the moral question seriously. If we can be vegan in 2025, what's your justification for exploiting and killing animals for no goddamn reason?
It's an animal. God
So
created animals to eat, so we can eat it. That's
sorry,
like
still no evidence for the claim that God made animals for us to
no,
eat.
I'm not
That's
talking
incorrect.
about like actually in religion. I'm talking like it's a human nature to eat, like the strong eat the weak, and
You can-
in
you
that, in the animals between each
Sorry.
other they are.
Is that might
killing-
makes right? Are you saying that because you can, you should?
Yeah.
Are you
And
saying
actually,
like because
it's
you're
so-
stronger than the animals, because you're smarter than the animals, then it's okay for you to exploit and slaughter them?
Yeah, yeah, and I eat because they are so delicious. That's okay, and they are
Wait,
very good for our body.
Watermelon, I'm almost certain that I'm stronger than you. I clearly am smarter than you because I understand the argument better. So my question is, does that give me the right to exploit and slaughter you? We're both animals at the end of the day. We are both mammals.
Do you consider as yourself as an animal?
We're both animals. Yes, we're both animals of the part called mammals. You know, we have babies and we feed them with milk, with our own milk. That's
No,
literally called a
we are
mammal.
a human being, man. Maybe you are the animal one.
Human
or dog.
beings are kingdom animale. It's a basic
No,
taxonomic
listen,
classification.
if you see yourself like a sheep
Watermelon,
or like a dog,
do me
you
a
can
favor.
say, I'm a human being. I have a brain.
Do
cells
me a
and I have
favor.
a
Do me a
mind.
favor.
God.
Go. Do me
And
a favor.
If you are
Hold
stronger
on.
than me,
Hold
come
on.
and
Hold
try. I
on.
have info
Hold
on
on.
my home.
Watermelon, hold on. Do me a favor. Go to Google or to ChatGPT.
No, that's so
Hold
stupid that you're
on.
saying we are not a human being. We
Hold
are
on.
animals.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Go to Google or to ChatGPT and ask the simple question: are humans animals? Please do it now. We're gonna wait for
Okay,
you.
wait. One
Okay.
moment. Wait.
Yeah. ChatGPT or Google: are humans animals? We're gonna wait for you to come back and cope about it.
I'm sure it takes very little time to search that. But if you're looking for motivated reasoning and trying to find a different answer, you're going to be trying to find a different answer. And you're going to be...
But seriously, when was the last time you searched it in just raw Google? It's like you can't find an answer that humans are not animals. It's like that's the one win science has. That it's like all the Google searches are humans are animals, all right? All the Google
Yeah, we're
answers to
primates.
that. Yeah.
We are animals. That's why we are edible to other creatures.
Exactly.
And cannibalism also exists, but it's not very good thing.
Why not? It's immoral, isn't it? That's why.
And it's not very healthy to cannibalize people.
Well, it's not
And
very
it's
healthy
not
to
very
eat
good.
meat either, but people do it, right? People smoke. It's not very healthy to smoke. I'm just asking about morality. It's immoral to kill and eat humans, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Why?
exactly.
No, I'm asking why.
Are you vegan, Super Senior?
No.
So I see in ChatGPT, but I don't believe that shit. Do you have a proof? Like, do you have a proof that you like? Let's say you before 2000 year you were like dog or chimpanzee? Because I think I am a human.
Well,
Watermelon, you
protein
are a
eater.
watermelon.
Sadly.
All human. So listen to this simple logic. All humans are animals. You are a human, therefore you are an animal. Do you understand this logic?
So do you mean I am like an animal? Like we have
Do you have
human have
watermelon?
like
You,
divine purpose?
watermelon, you have 2 legs, 2 arms. Most animals have 2 legs, 2 arms.
Wow,
You
how
have
did you
a
make that
brain,
smart?
you have a
genius? How
head.
did you come to that conclusion, smart? Oh my god.
can you? Sorry, my love.
Maybe
we
you are
sent you
the stupid
watermelon.
person
Hold on.
I have ever met.
Hold on.
So because I have 2 hands and 2 fucking legs, then I am a dog.
Watermelon,
No,
hold on,
that's not-
hold on. We sent you to ask reputable sources, are humans animals? They said yes. You said, well, I don't believe it anyways. I'm sorry to tell you, you are the stupid one here.
Okay. Listen, I will go with you like we are animals. Okay, animals eating each other, so we can eat animals because we are animals as well. That's it. That's science, logic, smart, genius. Huh? What do you say? Like
So,
lions
do you know
eat sheep,
what
and we
watermelon?
are animals, and we
Yeah,
are
hold
type
on,
of
hold
animals.
on.
We can eat
Stop
sheep because we are stronger
filibustering.
than them, like the lion. So
Stop.
what's your answer, genius? Gail?
Stop filibustering. I'm going to mute you. Stop filibustering. You made your point. Just make your point succinctly. So the thing is, animals also rape other animals. Are you saying it's okay to rape?
So does animal have a choice to eat supplements, creatine? Oh, maybe
No,
you're
no, no.
so
Let's not
genius.
go
My
there.
bad.
I asked you a question. Can you answer my question? So you say animals eat animals. Hold on. Don't filibuster. You said animals eat animals. Therefore, it's okay for us humans to eat animals as well. Animals also
Yeah.
rape each other. Is it okay? Is rape okay?
Yeah, in animals, yeah.
Rape
'Cause
is
they
okay.
have-
No, I'm asking in humans because you're translating that animals eat animals to humans
No,
also can
there is
eat
no,
animals,
there is no
right?
humans. Actually, we are animals. That's science.
Yeah, so
That you
rape is
said-
okay, right?
You said that.
Rape is okay, watermelon?
Yeah, because we are animals. You said
Yeah.
that we are animals.
You just
so
justified rape.
animals nature
Congratulations, Numpty.
eating each other. So do you have a supplement for the
Congratulations,
lion?
Numpty, you
'Cause
just
I have a lion.
justified rape. Congratulations, you just
No,
justified
I'm not
rape.
justifying rape. No. I'm not justifying rape. You said
You
human
just
beings are
justified rape. I
animals.
literally asked you. You.
So
Okay.
when a lion, I have a point. Wait, when a lion eats a sheep, do you consider that rape?
Wait, so
What?
watermelon.
Don't say
So
wait,
ra-
don't say
No,
wait,
when a
let her
lion
answer,
rapes a
man.
lion, I
Don't
consider
go-
that
don't
rape.
go- So that's
do
rape.
you,
When,
do you know
when a
what
lion
rape is,
rapes a
watermelon?
lion, I consider
Yeah,
that
Baba,
rape.
dog, shut the fuck up, man. Just let her answer.
So when a lion rapes a lion, I consider that rape. Yes.
No,
So-
not lion. Rape a lion.
No,
Lion
when a
eat
lion
sheep.
kills a sheep, that's not rape. Literally not rape. It's like the lion kills a sheep. That means it's not rape, right? But I asked you, animals rape other animals. That happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the fact that you said, well, animals eat other animals, therefore humans, it's okay for humans to also eat animals, that justifies rape. Do you understand why?
No.
Because you said animals eat other animals, therefore it's okay for humans to also eat other
okay.
animals. So
where is the rape part?
can you stop? I'm explaining it to you, so please listen.
Okay, I'm with
Listening
you.
is a virtue, right?
Okay, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Okay, so you said animals eat other animals, therefore it's okay for us to eat other animals. That would mean animals rape other animals, therefore it's okay for humans to rape other animals
like
as a
sexual
justification for raping animals.
Do you mean sexual rape? Did you see a lion rape a lion?
I'm telling you, I'm talking about humans raping animals.
Human,
Is it okay for humans to rape animals?
Like in which way?
In which way? Put your penis in a vagina of a sheep.
Do you see a lion rape a lion before?
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
You can't
Oh my
even
God,
follow
yes.
the simplest fucking thing.
Yes, lions do that a lot. Did
Yeah.
you not know that?
Most animals are produced by sneaking up on a female and yeah.
So yeah, if I see that, I will kill him and eat him.
Yeah, so you just
No,
justified
that's not.
rape.
You're missing the point. You're missing complete
Of course
point.
you did.
Like you're missing. But postmortem, yes, I think.
So yeah,
With
yeah.
this-
Actually, I'm justifying rape because
Yeah.
you said we are animals, and
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. If
Yeah.
I am an animal, applying to your word that science said I'm a part of animal kingdom or that shit, so I can do whatever the lion do. So
There
I'm
you
a
go.
stronger man, and I can eat the chicken, and I can kill the sheep, and I can enjoy that lovely meat.
And you
cake.
can rape the sheep as
watermelon-
well.
But also you can
You
rape
can
it,
rape the
right?
sheep,
You can
right?
rape.
That's applied to science, man.
Yeah, you can rape the sheep.
No, you can
Then
rape
you just
the sheep,
justify it.
right? Watermelon.
Being an animal does not mean you have to
You
eat
said
meat.
applied you to your word that I am an animal. Applying
And
to
therefore you
science.
justify
So,
raping animals.
If I am an animal, I can do what animals do. The human, not the human. Sorry, that's the animal nature that you say, the animal killing and eating and raping each other. So we can do that because we are animal, a type of animal.
Watermelon.
So it's
Watermelon.
okay?
Watermelon. Wait. Let me
You
give me a
think
second.
It's okay for you to rape a sheep. Yes, yes,
And that's
watermelon.
all
Can I
You.
try? Can I try to answer? Can I try to
Yeah.
answer? So when we say all humans are animals, right? You're still a human. So, and a human has some aspects that
How
make
can I
them
be a
like an
human and
Watermelon,
please
listen.
finish?
Shut up and
Yeah.
listen. Literally,
Don't
people
say
are
shut
trying
up,
to
don't
explain
say
to
shut
you
up,
why
girl, or
you're a
I will
dumbass.
come and rape you like a lion.
No, Watermelon still didn't understand the first point. You're making a different point. I'm sorry. Watermelon, do you understand that if it's okay for you to eat the animal, it should be okay for you to rape the animal? Do you understand that? Yes? Do you understand her point? She was making for like 10 minutes. Watermelon.
Okay, I come with you. Let him talk. Because he said that something wrong, that we are animal, and
Yeah,
then he said, no, we are not an animal.
Yeah,
we are
so you think it's okay to rape sheep? Yes?
Yes.
Is it okay to rape animals? You, human,
Can I
rape animal.
can I give you?
It's okay?
Do you say, are you asking me from a human or from animal
Yeah,
science point?
you
No,
as a
no,
watermelon.
that's illegal, and it's not like nature because we
Why?
are a human.
Why is it
But you said
illegal?
we are
That's what
animals.
animals do.
You said you are an. You said we are an animal.
Yeah, and Val
Yeah,
is
a
trying
human
to
animal.
explain to you why we said it.
A human animal. Yes.
How is that a human animal? Like man, you are so genius.
So,
Wow.
so
Because
watermelon, would you say?
there is a human
Would you
animal,
say
right? And there is a fish.
watermelon?
Wow.
Watermelon,
Yeah, let
listen. Watermelon, listen. Would you say it's okay for humans to eat animals, right? Because that's what animals do. Yes.
Yeah.
Is this would be your point?
They are
But then,
life for us.
so her point was okay. Listen, her point was that animals rape other animals. Does that mean it is okay for you to rape animals?
In my opinion, no. But
Why not? But your morality has to be the same. You are changing your morality. Why?
No, I'm not changing my morality.
Oh, you are.
I'm
Using
I'm responding to her because she said we are an animal, and then I said I can eat animal because I am an animal, and she said no, we are not animal. We are an animal and human at the same time.
No. She agrees with you. She agrees with you. We are animals who eat other animals, and now she's saying that animals rape other animals. So your logic should dictate that you should be able to rape animals. Yes.
That's according to your science. Yeah.
No, that's according to your logic.
No,
that you
according
just
to your
said.
science, because you said you are an animal and you will love to be an animal because you are
Watermelon, you can.
from a kingdom
Watermelon,
animal.
You are unable. You are unable.
Wherever you want. Yeah.
You are unable to even understand a simple logical like.
Do you mean simple logic and stupid argument that you make?
This is very simple. You're too dumb to understand this.
You said human are animal, and that's not true.
Sorry, can everybody be quiet for 1 second? Hold on. Chip, please make your point.
Watermelon, you can be both a human and an animal at the same time. Human is just a species from animal. Like dog is a species from animal.
Yeah.
Like cow is a species from animal. You are you are part of a category of animal called humans. You are a human, therefore you are an animal. It is simple logic.
Okay.
Now the question is, what we posed to you was that because what you're saying is that because you're an animal, what you're saying now is that you should be allowed to do whatever an animal does.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is that, well, animals, sometimes they shit outside, they commit rape, they sniff each other's asses when they meet, they do a lot of things that we don't do because that's just how they are. Does that mean that we as humans should be allowed to do all those things that animals do just because we're all animals?
According to you, yes.
Well, no, according to me, not, because I can make a distinction between species.
So you will be different, like 180 degree than animal, but you are an animal at the same time, but you are a human at the same time.
Well, listen, Watermelon, there is absolutely no animal on this Watermelon. There's no. You have to let me finish. There is no animal on this planet that can communicate with another animal from the other part of the world. We can do that, okay? There are certain things that we as humans do that other animals cannot do, and there are certain things that other animals can do that we cannot do, okay? We are in distinct categories, okay? Our whole point is saying that, yes, we are animals, but just because we are animals doesn't mean we have to do or can do everything that all the other animals do. Do you
All right,
understand
ladies
that?
and gentlemen, I don't support veganism, but I found this video interesting. You might want to check it in the
Yeah,
side
watch.
chat. It's
What?
interesting one.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
Watermelon.
Watermelon,
If it
it
helps
seems
you,
to not understand.
watermelon. If it helps you, maybe for you at the moment, you can say humans have a human side in themselves. Maybe you can say a good side and an animal side. And I mean, in my opinion, it's not so perfect, you know. But you can say we are sometimes animals and sometimes like humans. We have good sides and bad sides. And I mean, I don't agree with this entirely because I don't think that animals doesn't mean being an animal doesn't mean that you're always evil. But if it helps, you can think like that. Sometimes we behave like animals. Sometimes we behave like humans. And when we have these discussions, we're asking you, be more a human, have more compassion, use your brain, right? Sometimes you're behaving like an animal. I also do because we're animals sometimes. But sometimes we also use your brain and we are humans, right?
I would just like to say real quick that pigs are more peaceful.
And also, before you go, sorry,
But
Chase.
I hate pigs.
You don't have to look
from scientific.
You don't have to look. You don't have to look between humans and other animals. You can look at other animals. Do all animals act exactly the same because they're all animals? No, every species acts differently.
Hey, I'm trying to say something real quick, which is that pigs are more peaceful than the humans who oppress them.
Pigs are more fucking stingy and actually have a fucked up smell and they eat whatever they have in front of them.
Humans are usually the same, actually. Humans are also very
Alright.
opportunistic. Yeah.
I'm not
if
saying
you're
that
starving,
we are not.
yeah.
not
If
saying we
you're
are not.
actually, you also probably eat almost everything that your culture provides you, right?
Exactly.
You're eating chicken.
Exactly. Which is
Yes,
there's nothing
exactly.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Yes. Yeah. So why do you? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. There is nothing wrong with it.
All right. So if
I
I'm
mean,
eating
depends.
was that a bad
Depends.
thing?
Yeah. Yeah. From a moral standpoint, yes. Yeah.
All right. I see. All
Yeah,
right.
but you can't apply morals when you bring up pigs, right? Because pigs eat everything. They don't think about morality, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't work.
When they have that system, all right, I want.
Yeah, you should leave them alone. Yeah, you shouldn't kill them because you're a human. You have the brain.
Alright. Good.
Yeah.
Now, tell me how you're gonna feed this 8 billion human being in the planet, all right?
Oh, you actually,
Yes,
if the
please.
world went vegan, we could feed like much more people on much less land. So if the
So
world,
guys,
so
bye
if-
bye.
so if
I
the
will-
world
Yeah,
went
speaking-
vegan,
Speaking
Hold on,
of
guys.
the B12 deficiency,
I'm showing on my screen, right? I'm sharing a screen, so you can look at this, right? This comes from
I'm going to
research.
eat my steak, guys. Bye bye.
Bye, Watermelon. Thank you for
can you
stopping by.
check in your
I will
screen as
slaughter
well
every
how?
animal that I see.
No, don't do it then.
Tell
Don't say
every
that.
animal that I see if I want to eat it and if I want
Watermelon,
to.
just go away, man. Just go away.
Man,
Just go.
You justified rape. Can you go away,
And
please?
it's my land. And
It's
if I see
unsafe
you,
for
I
people
will
to
kill
be around
because
you.
You are an animal.
You justified
Veganism,
rape.
fuck.
Can you go away?
Watermelon.
Thank you.
Actually, I wish if you reported him, guys, because that was inhuman. He's
Yeah.
just misrepresenting us. All right, we're not like him, anyways.
Yeah. So
Can
if you look
check
at
how
the
many,
Sorry,
posts-
Wizard. If you look at the share, right? I made the claim that it would actually like benefit the environment and everything else, right? And we could
True.
feed the entire world on the vegan diet.
I agree.
So we have the science around it, right? So if we went vegan, the global land use for agriculture could be reduced by 75%. Right, so this is cropland. Part of it is fed to humans right now, and part of it is fed to animals.
No, but I want to know how many animals they're going to kill to preserve these crops.
Well, much less, because if you notice, right? So this is
They are okay with
cropland.
that?
Hold on, listen. So this is cropland that we are growing for both human food and animal food, and also pasture. Pasture also kills animals, right? Through pesticide use and other stuff, right? So if the entire world went vegan, we would reduce the amount of cropland to 1 billion hectares instead of around 1.2.
But you
And
know
with-
that we
and-
need that in
hold on.
order to get over the global warming. There's a big issue here. Thinking that we're gonna just plant less
Well,
It's
that's
not gonna solve.
yeah. If you look
Alright?
at the land use of per calories, right? So the animal products are the worst. The animal
How?
products
I
are
don't
the
get it.
worst for the environment because they use a huge amount of land, they use a huge amount of water, and a huge amount of food, actual
No,
human
speaking
food.
of water, no, not necessarily. All right, plants do use more water than animals.
Well,
let's be
and then
honest.
we
You can't
take those plants and feed them to animals.
Yes,
Yes.
but what I'm trying to say, usually,
Yeah.
there's this kind of, I don't know what do you call it, guys, the cycle system, where energy neither destroyed or created, it's just transmit from one form to another. So even if you drink water, you're gonna sweat, and then this water will evaporate, and later on it's gonna rain and will be underground again. All right, this is not something that you should worry about. But look,
Sorry,
I'm
excuse me. So
here
we shouldn't
in-
worry about the
ho- ho-
amount of
ho-
water that we give to animals
Yeah.
and like the crops that we give to animals. We
yeah,
shouldn't worry about that.
because
So would be the
because-
same
because-
amount, the same water use, whether we
There's-
like exploit animals or not.
Yeah, but there are a lot of places that they have no deficiency in water, all right? I live in Egypt, all right? We have the longest river in the world. Why I have to bother and care about
Yeah,
water? if
maybe
I
you
got a
should
lot of
stop
it?
giving water to animals that you then slaughter and eat. You can just like
And then
water the
it's
crops
gonna be
instead.
waste. Yeah, even though there'll be a lot of plenty of water still there in the river. We never
Well,
suffered from deficiency
Wizard,
of
the
water.
reason why you should care about water use for the environment is because I mean, I'm assuming that you don't just care about yourself, but rather about the other individuals on this planet also. And your actions can potentially impact them. Sure, you might be in a
But how
situation
my
where you're
water
good
gonna
off.
be beneficial to somebody else? Look, if you're gonna check the Nile River, it's
Well-
connected to the Mediterranean Sea, all right? Any excessive water, this just goes to the sea, all right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't
and
have to.
you
So
can-
here's the
about
thing.
fresh water use. It's about fresh water use, not about water in general.
So
We
here's
have
the
a
thing.
lot of water on this planet, but
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of fresh water.
No, I mean, it doesn't cost us that much to be honest. Just a chlorine to filter, and this is it, actually. And usually we get filters on. But let me just make my point, please, all right?
Okay.
Just trying to convince people that consuming animals are prohibited totally, I'm against that. If you're gonna convince me because it is a sentient
Hello.
thing, I'm sorry, I disagree with that.
Well, you
I don't-
disagree
I
with
don't-
science.
I
then.
don't have to believe. Look,
Hello?
I'm not living in a universe or the environment that I'm not talking about myself only, right?
Sorry,
That-
you keep it. Hold on. So first of all,
can I finish my statement?
No, but because you're making a
uh,
lot of statements at the same time. it's
No,
gonna take like
I
ages.
didn't make a statement actually. You just
You made the
respond.
statement that
I-
animals are not sentient, and I would
What-
like to
what-
address that
what-
before we continue.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that they are not sentient. I said the reason you're trying to convince me not to eat animal because they are sentient, I find it ridiculous.
Why?
It's just like I was debating with a vegan guy, and he's telling me, "Listen, an embryo is not a sentient thing. That's mean women can do abortion. All right. Based on that, this is a fucked up mindset. All right. Imagine killing a potential baby because it isn't a sentient thing. All right. So it doesn't work all the time. But let me
It's a
finish
group
my
of
point,
cells.
please. To you, it's a group of cells. To a lot of people, they believe it's a living thing. If you just leave it there, it's gonna be a human being.
Well,
right?
that's fine that I believe it, but we're making it like empirical claims,
all
right?
All right. Let me tell you how. I'm sorry. The claim that you just made is so stupid. Forgive me for saying that. When you said it's a group of cells, all right, they do have the potential to be a human being. You just killed them.
Yeah, so does sperm. Sperm has the potential to be a.
Sperm has no
But,
potential.
like,
If
let's
you're
not-
gonna-
but let's
no,
not
no, no, no,
discuss
no, no, I'm sorry.
abortion because we're not-
No. That's again. Sperm, if you're gonna keep it for like 1,000 years by itself, it will never make a human being.
Yeah, neither
Right?
will
So-
neither will an embryo unless it has a host. An embryo cannot
excuse me,
develop
no,
without
no,
a
no.
host.
Did you agree with? Oh, hold on. Postmodern, whatever you name. Do you agree with what he said right now?
What did I say?
What
Do you
what
agree?
he said
Do you
right
agree
now?
with the fact that an embryo is a group of cells? That's what I'm saying.
No.
yeah, until a certain
No, I'm
point,
talking
it's
about. No,
100%.
hold on. I'm talking about the potentiality.
Yeah,
like
I don't care about
the
potentiality.
sperm-
You asked the question.
All
If-
right.
If
cool,
I'm,
cool.
you
If
asked the
guys don't-
question if I'm
you guys
allowed
don't
to
care about
answer.
potential
You asked the
things, then
question
how
if
you
I'm
gonna-
allowed to answer, Wizard.
No. Hold on. If you don't care about what fucking people think that is right, Okay.
No, I don't.
When
I
you
said
say
I don't
don't
care
give a-
about potentiality.
When you say I don't, when you say I don't give a shit about potentials, all right,
Yeah.
then how I'm gonna listen to you guys and accept the fact
Well,
that
I
you're
can
trying
I
to
can make the
convince me not
argument.
to kill
Wizard.
animals?
I can make the argument
Wizard.
though. Can I
Wizard.
please?
Go ahead.
Sorry,
So-
hold on.
Wizard.
You kind of assuming a bunch of stuff here. Can I please make the argument?
I'm not assuming.
Can I please then
All right.
make the argument?
Can I ask you a question and then you can
asked me a
talk whatever
question
you want,
and
I
then you
promise
like baffled. You got baffled by my
All right.
answer. Can I please answer
What
my?
baffled?
Can I please answer the question like more
I
like
didn't
less
ask it.
succinctly? Can I please allow?
I didn't ask. What question I didn't ask? I'm about to ask the question.
You asked me a question. Do I care about potentiality? And I said I don't care about it. But can I please like elaborate on that?
Elaborate on
Okay.
that. Go ahead, man.
So the potential is different from animal agriculture. In animal agriculture, animals do exist. Something that has potential is basically like a time traveling morality. I don't care about that. If you kill a thing before it, hold on.
Elaborate.
If you kill a thing,
Time travel morality.
why are
What's
you
time
not letting
travel
me
morality?
finish? If you kill a thing,
What? I'm
if you
asking,
kill a
what's time
thing,
travel morality?
if you kill a thing before it becomes sentient, I don't care about it.
That's so stupid. Don't say that again.
Well, that's great, but morality, time traveling morality, thinking about the future when we're talking about now, right? The sentient animals are slaughtered.
What do you mean by now?
Now.
What do you mean by now? Now,
Well,
now you're
your
talking about
actions
the
kill
climate
actual
changes.
sentient animals. Your actions kill
Why would
actual sentient
Why would
animals.
I care about the future if you're talking about climate change? All right, this is something gonna happen in the future. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't want to
No,
fix
that's
it. I
time
care about now.
No. You misinterpreting me. If I'm allowed to actually finish my point, though. If I'm allowed
One
to actually...
last question.
So
One
the,
last
so
question.
the time traveling
Can I
thing.
respond?
Oh my fucking.
No,
God.
before you respond, but I want to answer this question and I promise I'll turn to you. Now, killing an embryo and killing a chicken, which one is more horrible to you?
Chicken.
Thank you so much. All right, you're dumb. Go ahead, sir.
Madam, you're not gonna
Yes,
allow me
yes,
to. You're just gonna
yes,
like.
yes.
Who are you? Are you
But-
the maker
Carry on,
of
sir.
smart?
But
Carry
wizard,
on, sir.
wizard, to me, it's not clear. Like you presumably care about life, not just sentient life, and you care about potentiality, right? Yet, you do
Human
not care. Yeah. But yet, you don't. So you care about potential human beings and life, not just sentient life. But when it comes down to sentient life and not potential, but actual, then you don't seem to care when it comes down to animals.
Mr. Valen, all right, I see your point,
Yeah.
but let me ask you, would you consider a person who killed an ant is similar to somebody who killed a human?
No.
All right, thank you so much. That's what I'm trying to say. An embryo is just a fucking far away non-must to be a whole human being, all right? There's
Yeah,
a
but a
living thing
human.
there.
Yeah, sure. But a human is already a human. He's actualized or she's actualized. A fetus is not yet actualized. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why it's time traveling morality. You
Based
have to
on
kind
what
of assume
morality?
a bunch
What do
of
you mean by time travel morality? I asked you to elaborate.
Yeah, and then you didn't let me talk.
That's messed up. Why
And then
are
you didn't
avoiding
let me
it?
talk, Wizard, right?
That's funny.
Can I please
That's
talk?
funny.
Everybody.
You just want to talk. Go ahead.
Main point is
Oh my
human
God.
life. is
Bob,
greater than-
can you quiet down for a second because I was asked a question and I'm
No,
trying
but
to
I want you
elaborate
to
on
take
it.
your word back when you said killing an embryo. Killing a chicken is way worse than killing an embryo.
Well, I have a
I'm sorry.
logical
This
reason
is-
for it.
All right, I'm sorry, fuck your logic, but go ahead and talk.
Okay, so there are stages of life and there are separate stages of life, right? So before conception, there are
No, but before you continue, I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
Based on what you're saying, that finish what you're saying, but based on what, like when you make some sort of a standards, you need to tell me from where you got them. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I just got them from my parents and then I thought about it a little more and just reasoned.
All right, parents.
I don't believe in
okay.
God, if that's what you're trying to imply.
All right,
And I
that's a
don't think
different thing,
morality is
actually.
objective.
That's a different thing. It's fine. That's a different thing. You don't have to believe in God to be nice or a moral person, but it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so there are different stages of life. So before conception, there are like the sperm and the egg. then there is conception and there is like a non-sentient embryo. That non-sentient embryo grows into becoming sentient at some point. I don't know, 8 weeks, anywhere between.
So
8
you
weeks.
so you believe non-sentient can be
If I can
sentient?
fucking finish.
Finish.
So no, okay, I'm just gonna,
It's fine.
fuck yourself.
Need to relax.
Right? You ask me a
Alright.
question and then you got
no, it's just like in the middle of what you're saying. I'm asking you in your points. I'm not.
Oh,
trying
you
to
didn't
make
let
any
me do
claim.
that before, did you?
All right. Maybe like you have a language barrier. You need more time. I do apologize. I mean, for
That's
the
a
situation.
microaggression now. That's a microaggression. I'm sorry. That's like very obnoxious, man. They understand you
Me?
perfectly well. Yes.
Me?
Yes,
What?
you're being
No,
microaggressive
sir.
now.
I'm being honest. I swear to God, I'm being
Oh,
honest.
maybe you
I
can just
cannot
talk to a man
comprehend the
with
fact.
it. How about you just talk
I
to a
ca-
man instead, right?
All right. I cannot comprehend the fact that someone is telling me, "Hey, listen, I don't think killing an embryo is a big thing because it's a non-sentient thing." Listen, we need to be smart. How could be a non-sentient thing turn to be a sentient thing? That's the whole thing. If you
Because
said it
that's
is possible and
biological
exact,
fucking.
I'm talking. Yo, you said you don't want
Oh,
to talk.
you
What's wrong
interrupted
with
me, but it's not okay for me to interrupt you, wizard.
you? You just
Oh,
said you don't want to
shit.
talk. All right. Okay,
Oh
go ahead and talk.
shit! So I was
Talk.
talking. Can I finish my fucking sentence then?
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ! So a sentient.
What? You don't
and-
believe in God? I'm sorry. Why did you say Jesus Christ?
You know what?
But go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna like ban you or something. Is that okay? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna ban you.
Okay.
Okay.
Why would you do that? Like you're full of
Because
bad-
you're
kick-
not
just
letting
kick
people
Wizard
speak.
out.
You're just
Just kick
trolling.
Wizard out.
Guys, listen.
Autophonia.
I'm the only.
Autophonia.
Hold on. I'm the only guy here who's non-vegan. All right. I just want.
Thank you.
Autophonia.
What the hell?
I couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't do it anymore, guys. I just like hate when people ask a question, right? And I just interrupt to continue yapping, not to clarify anything. They just continue yapping. Right. Kelly, are you vegan? Skelly? You were talking before, so please turn on your mic and tell us if you're vegan or not. Umaru, are you vegan? Invisible, are you fucking vegan? Thank you, Chase. I guess I have to add it to my website. I guess there is no choice.
It's so ridiculous when people bring up like embryos. It's like such an excuse. It's like it makes no sense and it has nothing to do with any of this. And all of us are being morally consistent with our values when we're discussing all of this. But all of these people are like they have zero logic in their head when they're making these statements, and it seems so outrageous to them because they don't really understand statements. They just make statements. So yeah.
Hello, guys.
Watermelon, you literally justified rape. Why would we continue talking to you?
No, I'm not justifying rape.
Yeah, you have. Everybody was here listening to it.
No.
You
No,
have.
don't say that.
You justified rape.
No,
You
no,
literally
no,
said
no.
yes, it justifies rape. You literally
Just-
said
yeah,
those words.
According to your science.
Yeah. No, according to you, because I don't justify rape. Science doesn't justify rape. You're just not willing
Science-
to listen to people when they talk to you. When they're trying to explain to you why
You say-
it doesn't justify rape.
Okay.
Science not even science is
Listen.
descriptive.
You said we are animals.
I understand your
animals
fucking
rape
point,
each
but
other.
when
So
we're
we can
trying
rape
to
each other
explain
as
to you
well.
why
So
that
that's
doesn't
not
make
justifying.
sense, when
So
we try
I'm the
to
one
explain
who's
to you,
interrupting now. I'm not one to listening, right?
because you're continuing to explain the same fucking point. We
No,
understood
I'm
your
not,
point.
I'm not trying to explain that fucking point, Miss. I'm going to
understood
eat
your
my
point,
steak.
Watermelon.
You make my mood so bad. Do you
We understood
know
your
today
point.
I eat like a whole sheep?
Okay.
I think Watermelon needs to be kicked out. I don't think he's here in good faith, and I don't think he's providing any extra value to any of these
Are you okay with
conversations.
being banned,
Man,
Watermelon?
I'm trying to put my point because you guys.
No, you're
Are you
not.
okay with
Watermelon,
being
you're not
banned?
here to listen. Watermelon, you're not here to listen. You're just here to put a point that is ridiculous. You're not here to engage
Your
with the
point is
argument.
ridiculous, man.
You're
You
just
said we are
here.
an animal.
You're just here.
You see your father
Yeah, just
an
ban him
animal, and
out.
you say.
See you later.
I mean,
What's up, Aramio? I hate doing this in my evening because all the trolls are coming in. It really fucking sucks. Aramio, what's up?
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Please be a considerate human being who is capable of talking like a normal person. Can we please have a conversation, Aramio?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. Are you vegan?
Not really, but I wanted to try.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really difficult. I just try to reduce the amount of meat that I consume. I try to
Why?
do a lot of because the animal ethics. Really, I worried about that kind of things.
what specifically of animal ethics? What do you mean exactly?
Well, for example, I was working with an animal shelter, and I was able to see that animals can suffer, and there is a lot of things there that sometimes we didn't see and we were not seeing, right? So I think that's important to understand that we cannot use animals. But it's difficult. I mean, I am from Mexico, and here in Mexico, the culture is like a lot of meat, tacos and a lot of things. But yeah, I'm worried about some animal ethics and some kind of that matters.
So I'm curious because you said you're worried. I mean, maybe we can provide you with resources for that, but like I'm just trying to understand. Do you think that you have the right to make animals suffer? You have the right to oppress animals, to exploit them?
No, of course not. No.
Yes.
I
No.
don't think so. No.
So then logically that would entail that you have the obligation to not do that, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
correct.
so then it seems to me like you want to be vegan, you're just having difficulty being vegan, correct?
That's correct.
Have you ever
Yeah,
heard of
that is
Challenge 22?
Yeah, like 21 days, right? Or
Yeah, it
22?
takes 22 days. Have you tried it? Because they hook you up with a nutritionist. They help you with people within your area, and they help you go vegan for free. It costs you nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I put it in the chat. And Chip put it as well.
Okay.
My link is a little
Sure,
weird.
sure.
Chip.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, for example,
Guys, as a
I
vegan,
try
can I eat
to-
eggs?
No.
No?
No.
In most cases,
No,
you
that's-
can't. The eggs that you buy in the store, you can't. There are eggs that there is like a very special egg from where you walk in the woods and you find an egg and it's not like, and no animal claims it and no animals around want it. Then you can grab an egg and eat it. But in every other case, it's immoral to eat an egg because it exploits animals.
Yeah, right. Because there is also like these farms that has chicken like free. I don't know how to say that.
Free range, yeah,
I'm not
free
sure
range
it's-
is a bullshit, yeah. Yeah, go on, Ramiro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of difficult to me because I try to not eat meat, but right now I need to consume eggs, for example, or well, not meat, but I'm consuming eggs and chicken meat, for example. But I try
Oh wait,
to.
Arameo, we've established. I'm sorry for interrupting you there, but we've established that you see it as an obligation to not do this to animals. Why are you consuming these products now?
Not because, well,
Is anybody
I-
forcing
I-
you to consume them?
No. You're right. No, nobody is forcing me to do that. For example, and I don't have a right answer, right? Because on a daily basis, I try to consume a lot of vegetables. But for example, I consume tuna, and not every day, of course, but I consume tuna and I consume sometimes chicken meat. But you're right, nobody is forcing me, and I try to leave that. Try to be more responsible, but it's
But wait,
like,
Arameo, because let me ask you this, Arameo. I'm a person.
I have an important question.
Osama, wait. So Arameo, I claim that I respect women, okay? That's my claim. If in my free time, not even in my free time, but on every single day, I go around and when I see a woman, I slap her ass or I, slap her even, whatever. Am I really respecting women if I'm doing that?
No, of course not.
No, so then what I say and what I do is totally different, right? And what do you think matters more, what I say or what I do?
I really think that the most important thing is what you do.
Exactly. So then what you said just now, because it feels like what you said is that animals should not be exploited. You seem to value animals and all that stuff, but then you're making these choices which go directly against what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I'm like,
I have an important question, guys.
Osama, wait your turn. Like, I can understand this idea that maybe it's a little bit difficult from time to time, but it sounds to me like it's not that you're having difficulty, but it's rather that you don't want to make that step because it's not like you're consuming one animal product and you're having difficulty giving it up, like how we hear most people have difficulties. You're literally consuming a lot of animal products from a lot of animals that are exploited when you could just as well give it all up.
Right. Right, you're right. Yeah, maybe I need to focus on this and try to align my the things that I'm saying and the things I'm doing
Can I ask one question?
So and Arameo, how many more animals should be exploited for you until you do that?
I hope no one. No.
Yeah, subscribe to Challenge 22. It will help you out. It literally will help you out starting today. Like, I'm not saying whatever is in your fridge right now, it doesn't really matter. It's in your fridge. But just take the next step and try to replace everything you have in the fridge. That's what I did. Replace yogurt with soy yogurt, replace meat with plant-based meat, whatever. That's the easiest first step. And no more animals are exploited for you. And then if you want to actually eat healthy and find out how to maintain a proper diet, Challenge 22 will help you with that.
Got you. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Thank
Okay,
you.
Osama, you can talk now. Jesus.
You're awesome, Arameo.
Osama, ask you a fucking question.
So, guys, I would love to to know about veganism. I from today I started, but I love sushi so much. Like I can't every day I eat sushi or maybe every 2 days. So is there any way I can eat sushi but staying vegan in the same way?
Yeah, there is vegan sushi without. If you eat sushi without fish, then it's vegan. I think in most cases.
I'm eating salmon to be specific.
Yeah, so
That's
you just eat sushi without salmon. You eat sushi with tofu or avocado instead, then that's vegan. You ask me how to eat sushi without while being vegan. That's the way.
I can't eat salmon.
No, salmon is an animal who is sentient.
So eventually, if I do this, it's something about religion. Do I will go to paradise or something?
Well,
because I'm forbidding myself of something that I love.
Well, it does say in the hadith that if you spend your life saving animals, then you go automatically to heaven.
That's in the hadith in our religion, right? Islam.
Yeah, hadith
Well,
is Islam. It's not. There is no hadith.
Can you put the hadith in the chat so I can see it?
Oh fuck, I don't remember it, but I can check it out. If you stick around, I'm gonna find it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
I would love to do that.
By the way, Osama, just putting it out there, I never liked sushi until I had vegan sushi. Vegan sushi is monumentally better because a lot of the times, if you're going to be buying vegan sushi, they're going to be trying a little bit harder with it. Let's just put it this way. Because you know what? When they make sushi like you make, like the one that you eat, they put some rice, stick it together, put a piece of salmon on top, and that's it. But when they make vegan sushi, man, they're trying some of the awesome flavors. Yeah, so you know, like, yeah, you can get benefit from being vegan, like taste benefit. You can get health benefit. You also can get like a moral benefit, like what a postmortem was saying, where you're literally more in line with non-violence, with compassion, which is everything that all religions praise. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest benefit you get is that you're not a hypocrite, that you respect animals and you're actually going through with it.
Yeah, I get your point.
Oh god damn it.
Postmortem, you're doing awesome. You're doing great, by the way. I just want to put it out there.
I feel my blood pressure rising up from the other people.
There were some really incendiary conversations. I'll give you that. Yeah.
You guys talking about?
Kendall, we're discussing animal ethics, and we're asking people if they're vegan. Are you vegan, Kendall? You said no? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Said no.
Do you know what being vegan means?
Not. I have no idea.
Okay, I would like to ask you then, how do you know if you're vegan or not? But I guess there is some form of intuition there. I'm like being vegan is I'll just put it as a simple form. It means respecting animals. Do you respect animals, Kendall?
Oh, no.
You don't respect animals.
Why should I respect the animals?
Well, for the same reason that you should respect humans, or somebody should respect you.
Do you find the hadith?
Yeah. I'm giving it to you right now. In the chat.
For the same reason. Yeah. So if the only reason that somebody should respect you or you should respect somebody is because you acknowledge that they're an individual who deserves respect. That's it. That's also why we should respect animals.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
You agree or you don't agree? I'm sorry, you're coming in and out when you're starting out the conversation.
Agree.
Okay, you agree with that. So then, can you respect animals while simultaneously paying for them to be slaughtered for something that you don't actually need?
I see. I know the hadith, but like we can eat in Islam. We can eat cats or dogs. You can like eat sheep, and our prophet that said that hadith.
We're not talking about eating, though. We're not talking about eating. We're talking about being kind to animals. Being kind to animals is a straight way to heaven. But you shouldn't do it to get to heaven. Right. You should do it because it's the right thing to do. It's the moral thing to do.
Yeah, but also our prophet eat sheep, so we can do that because our prophet did it.
Yeah, a while ago, when like 1400 years ago, people ate animals because there was no choice. They were in the middle of a desert, right? And they had no choice. They had to do anything to survive. But now you have the option, right, to not pay for exploitation and slaughter of animals, and not to slaughter animals yourself, right, and not to exploit animals yourself, you have the option. Therefore, you should be kind to animals. There's no difference between
Why
dog
are
and
you
cat.
Why are you talking
Yeah.
about Islam when you don't know
Oh,
what the
invisible
fuck
is
is
here,
it?
fuck
Yeah,
it.
and also
Because
listen,
this
listen,
person
I'm being
cares
for real.
about it. That's why I'm talking to him. I'm talking
Why
to
are
him,
you
not to
talking
you.
about Islam when you don't know what is it? Islam rules apply for every generation regarding of the circumstances. If there's animals or there is no animals, like you just said in the desert, our prophet eat meat. So we can
Okay.
eat meat regardless
but
of the circumstances. Who are
Of
you to
course you
talk about
can.
Islam when you
Listen.
don't know what is it?
Okay, but let me ask you
Weirdos.
this. Let me ask you this before you get so fired up about all of this. Your God, your compassionate God, if you were faced with the option to cut the throat of an innocent animal in front of you, an animal who's yelling, "Please don't kill me," and you have this option or the option to choose a plant-based option, both of them fill your nutritional needs, both of them fill your taste buds, whatever. Which one do you think your God would prefer that you do since you're bringing this?
The animals. Because we
So
have
you're-
an Eid called... Listen, because we have an Eid called Eid al-Adha, where we kill animals and we take good deeds.
You don't have to
So
do
yeah,
that
animals. Yes, I
No,
do.
you don't have to.
No, listen,
No,
I don't have
okay,
to
you
do
have to
that,
do a
but I will take
sacrifice.
good deeds when I do it. Bro, why do you keep interrupting people? I don't have to do that, but I'll take good deeds when I do it, and it's actually around a month and a half. But most likely we won't be celebrating it because we stand with Gaza.
So I'm just curious because you seem to think that your God would rather you be violent towards an innocent animal, and you seem to think that a compassionate God would say, yes, please be violent towards this animal.
No, listen. Animal protein builds muscle 60%
No. Please
faster
explain.
than
No, it
plant-based
doesn't.
protein.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
It doesn't.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it
I have
does.
proof for
Yes,
it.
it does.
So there is a.
Listen.
Listen.
I'm tall
sharing.
and strong and sexy and funny, so I know more than you.
Well, I'm sharing my screen, right? If you go there,
You're
let me know
what?
when
Wait.
you're in there, right? I'm sharing my screen. I'm gonna prove to you, right? So tell me when you are here, when you're watching. Oh, they're just gone. Oh no,
Yeah.
they're here. All right.
I am watching.
Okay, you're watching. Excellent. So this research shows that all plants have all 9 essential amino acids, right? So this is this graphic
Yep.
here. But we have also the specific comparison between plant protein and animal protein, and the results are there is no significant difference in building muscle in young people. This is the same. This is research also showing a comparison between animal protein and plant protein in elderly, and it shows no significant difference between the two people in health and like body mass, like lean body mass. This is actually meat. The meat industry paid for this research, and the conclusion was still that plant protein, animal protein, as long as you eat enough of any of them, you can get all your protein from that. So there is no difference between the two. And today I sent to myself, I haven't edited it into here, there is a new research again showing that even if you eat less than 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, you like around 1 gram, you still get enough protein and you can build muscle on the plant-based diet, on plant protein. So the research goes against your claim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
And it still doesn't.
But listen. I still prefer meat. Just
Well,
this.
that's understandable, but then you made a claim that we need it and we don't. So you want it, right?
I want it, and I believe we need it.
Yeah.
Just that's what I believe. It might have some energy of dead animals.
Well, then
that
you
make us
believe
stronger.
in it
Maybe.
against the evidence. I just showed you the evidence, and I can give you all the links. I can give you this, and I'm adding to it every single day.
Okay,
You believe in it
listen,
against
listen.
evidence, right?
Yeah, maybe. Well, listen. You cannot eat meat if you want, but I want to eat meat, so I just eat it.
Well, do you think it's
Just
a good
that
justification to
simple.
do something? Like, if you really want it, is it good justification to do that thing?
Well, is it a good justification? Well, listen. If we follow our prophet, which is the Prophet Muhammad, we take good deeds. So yeah, it's maybe. Yeah.
Well, you could just
Because
like feed
because
the
he used to
homeless
eat
with a
meat, so
plant-based
when I
diet
eat
instead.
meat, it's like I'm following him. So it's like, yeah, good deeds.
Well, you could earn the good deeds, right? I talk to imams sometimes. And you could earn the good deeds by just paying, by just giving money, or by giving plant-based food to the poor, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so you
correct.
don't have to. Again, you don't have to kill animals for good deeds.
Yeah, you don't have to be violent. Why do you choose the violent side?
No, listen. In Islam, it teaches you in the Quran too. When you kill the animal, you kill it in a way which it doesn't feel that he's getting slaughtered.
Of course they feel.
Is there
So-
anything
so-
that would
so-
convince
so
you
that's
that
the
they do
beauty.
feel? Is there anything that would convince you that these animals actually feel when you do that to them?
Like
I
if
mean,
you
listen,
provide
if you really care
evidence.
about the feelings, like even the plants feel.
No, plants
Right?
don't feel
No.
pain.
Look, wait, before we go into whether plants have feelings or not, they don't. But before we go into that, is there
They are
any
living
evidence
creatures.
that would convince you that the animals that are killed, even in a halal way, are actually feeling pain?
I mean, they might be feeling pain, but
Mhm.
listen, for a lion to live, a deer has to fucking die. So for I
Wait,
to
but
live,
before we move on to the
maybe a cow has to die.
But before we move on to the next argument, right? We have to acknowledge that it is violent, is it not, to kill an animal? Is it not? Why would we ever choose? Because it boils down to this. You can come up with whatever arguments you want. By the way, we've heard it all. But like, let me ask you this. When you are faced with the option to be violent or not be violent, why do you choose the violent option?
Maybe because I grew up in a violent world. I'm from the Levant area, which is all wars around me. So I just don't
Yeah, but
care.
you don't really like the violence, do you? You don't like it. Like, I understand you grew up around violence, but it's not like you prefer violence. If you had the choice between violence or not violence done onto you, you would rather violence not be done onto you. So why don't you do the exact same thing to another individual when you can choose to not be violent towards them?
Listen, if you super care about the animal feels, then just don't eat it.
No,
I would eat it 'cause I
I'm
don't
asking you again. I'm asking you again. Do you, in a situation where somebody would rather choose to be violent towards you or not be violent to you, which one would you prefer?
Of course, to not be violent.
Okay, so then why is it that you think that if you're being violent to an animal, who would actually prefer that violence? Is it just you or is it the animal also?
Well, if I want to eat the animal, then yeah, it's just fine.
It's just you, right, who prefers the violence because you are perceiving some form of benefit from that violence. But let's imagine that in the other scenario where somebody would be violent towards you, they would also be perceiving some form of benefit. Would that be fair towards you to be violent towards you? Maybe they can do it because they're superior. Maybe their religion says that it's okay to do it. Maybe even their religion encourages that they kill you. Would it be fair? Would it be moral? Would it be okay for them to be violent towards you because of all these reasons?
Well, maybe no, or absolutely not. But because we need to find ways to live together without violence. But
So
if
why
really
aren't you
think it- but
granting
listen,
why aren't you granting the same thing to animals? Why aren't you granting exactly the same thing that you want to be done onto you to others like animals?
Because I'm a human, and that's an animal. Like who genuinely cares? Like, do you genuinely care about an animal? No, you
Yes.
don't, bro.
Yes, of course. What do you mean? They're sentient. They have the capacity to feel and experience life. They don't want to die.
Well, the funny thing is that you really care about the animal, but a cow doesn't care about you.
It doesn't matter
I
that
don't
they
know,
don't. A baby, a human baby, doesn't care about me. It's still not okay
Yes,
to
it
kill a human
does.
baby.
Yes, it
And
does.
wait a minute, you also don't care about me and I don't care about you. If you die tomorrow, I couldn't give a single shit. You know that, right?
Exactly,
If I
exactly,
die tomorrow,
that's-
you don't care. But that doesn't give me the right to cut your throat today just because I can. Do you understand that difference? It's not about that if I care about you or you care about me, right? It's about the fact that you wouldn't cut my throat for anything and I wouldn't cut your throat for anything because we respect each other. And if you were in a situation where somebody would be violent towards you, even if I don't care about you, I would still fight for your right for somebody to not be violent towards you. That's what we
Yeah,
do
exactly.
to animals. Even if we don't really care much about them, we fight for their right for people like you to not be violent towards them.
You just defined human rights, but there's nothing called as animal rights.
There should
Well,
be.
of course there
That's
is
bullshit.
animal rights. Yes, there is. Of course there is. But like, even if
Animal
you like,
rights.
and also you got to think a little bit, right? Like the only reason why all of us became vegan is because we thought a little bit outside of the box. We thought, well, why is it that a human deserves the right to do what they want with their own body, but an animal doesn't?
Because it's an animal.
What
wait,
is
but
it
we're
about?
animals too.
What? No, hold on.
Yeah,
So what it is?
We
Hold
are,
on,
we
hold
are,
on.
we are animals, but we are smart and we build the
Yeah,
world.
we're better animals, okay, but we're still animals. So the question is, though, what is the morally relevant difference that makes it okay to slaughter an animal, but if those traits also existed in human, would also be okay to slaughter them? Do you understand the question? It's a bit it's a bit hard to understand. So if you need me to explain it in a bit of a simpler terms, I can.
I mean, listen.
No.
And
Can you
animal
answer my question though?
is
I feel like
basically-
you're
yeah,
not gonna
yeah,
answer my
yeah,
question.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
An animal doesn't do anything. It just exists.
So if
But a
humans,
human-
if humans don't do anything, is it okay to like breed and slaughter them for food? You know, there are
Because
humans.
of human right.
There are humans in
Because
this
of-
world. Hold on. There are humans in this world. They don't do fucking anything. They play video games all day. That's all they do. Is it okay to slaughter them for food?
I think no.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Because they can in 1 year turn their life around and be useful as much as Elon Musk.
Well, what if you did? What if you knew they're just going to be useless for the rest of their life? They use also like mentally challenged people that are literally incapable of doing anything. They need to be like they need their asses wiped every single day. Is it okay to kill them for food?
No. Because
Why not?
Because,
What
because
is
of
the
human
morally
rights.
relevant?
Because-
So it's not the morally relevant difference between animals and humans that make it okay to kill the animals, but not okay to kill the human, right? So that's not a good excuse. Can you think of another reason? Can you think of another trait?
You
please?
can't. Well, listen. When you compare an animal to a human, it's like comparing a rat to another human.
Well,
Like you can't just
yeah,
be
that's
doing that.
literally that's a
You can't-
tautology. But the question is though,
No, it's not.
the question is
Yes, it
though,
is.
what is the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that makes it okay to kill an animal but not okay to kill a human? That if we find the human with that trait, it would be okay to kill them as well.
Whatever trait you find, it's not okay to kill another
I couldn't
human.
find any. That's why I don't kill animals, or at least try my hardest, right?
You kill animals for you to survive. You kill a cow so you can survive.
Well, I
No,
don't.
you kill them out
I
of
live on
preference.
plants. I don't do that. So, and I'm surviving for 10 years. Some people keep telling me I'm gonna die any day, but for 10 years, I'm 45, I'm still fucking surviving. When am I gonna die?
You're asking me when are you going to die?
No, I'm
I don't
asking
know, I don't
you.
care.
I'm asking you. Why are you making the claim that it's we should kill cows to survive when I'm a literal example of somebody who haven't eaten any animals for 10 years and I'm still surviving? Not only surviving, thriving, lifting weights, growing in body mass, lean body mass. Isn't
yeah.
that a good example of somebody who's surviving without
Right.
killing animals?
Right.
I mean, you can survive without killing animals.
Exactly.
And also you can survive, and you can survive without eating plants.
No, not really. Plants are like a mandatory.
Yes, really.
Well-
Carnivore diet folks are doing.
Yeah, but it
a
kills
lot fine.
animals though. So, and also it's incredibly unhealthy.
The carnivore diet.
Oh,
it's
absolutely,
awesome.
it's horrific to longevity. Right, somebody can
Yeah,
feel
it's
like a
unfair.
little
Carnivores-
better. Somebody can feel like a little better on a carnivore diet for a while because they lost weight, basically by eating less calories. But then the troubles start, and then they get strokes and heart disease and cancers and all that shit. It's terrible
Yeah.
for longevity.
Why would they get cancer?
Well, because red meat is carcinogenic, and most of those plonkers eat mostly red meat.
Red meat causes
Yes.
cancer?
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Where
If
did you
you're still
even get
looking-
that from?
If you are still looking at my page that I'm sharing,
I am.
Yeah. Cool. So, oh no, it's not going to be here. It's going to be in health. I apologize. Cancer risk. So this is a classification of cancer risk. So carcinogenic to human is group 1. Group 2A is probably carcinogenic to humans. So it needs a little bit more evidence to become solid group 1. And then you look at processed meat consumption, it's group 1, so definitely carcinogenic. And you look at red meat consumption, and it's 2A, it's probably carcinogenic. And then they have like a whole book where they cite their sources. I'm not going to go through that, but I can give you the link to this.
I mean, if you want to trust this study, then go on and
It's
do
not
it.
one study.
But
It's
but
thousands
listen,
of studies. It's a lot of studies. It's not one study. They
All right,
don't.
all right, cool,
They
cool,
don't put.
cool.
They don't put things like that in the group of carcinogenic and probably carcinogenic just on one study. That never happens. It's the preponderance of evidence that red meat probably carcinogenic, and in the next few years we're gonna have enough evidence for it to go into group 1.
So okay, cool. So if that's what you believe in,
I don't
then
believe
do
in.
it.
I
But
showed you
from
evidence
my
for it.
experience. Yeah, okay.
I
yeah,
don't know.
that's what I mean.
Experience means nothing here because
No, listen,
because listen, cancer is
Why the
something
hell
that
do you
is
keep
onset.
interrupting people? Why the hell do you keep interrupting people?
Because I know what you're gonna say. So cancer is something that is onset after many years. So you can't say, in my experience, I haven't gotten cancer yet, and I've been on a carnivore diet for 6 months, for 2 years, whatever. That's not how it works. Okay.
No. Listen. My grandfather lived until 94 years of age, and he ate meat every single day of his life since he was a kid.
Yeah.
And he didn't
Doesn't
get cancer.
really matter. Listen,
he
my
didn't get
dad
cancer. He
smokes.
didn't get diabetes.
There's people who lived up to 95 and they smoked every day. It doesn't mean smoking is healthy, okay? And like you might not like, first of all, the whole red meat thing is not something new. It's been for 15 or maybe even 20 years, it's been known that it's potentially causes cancer, and as
That is
postmortem
exactly
has been
my point.
increasing it.
Listen.
as
Just
postmortem- no, let me
please,
finish.
please
Let
stop
me
here.
finish.
Just
You have
please
to let me
stop here.
finish. No, I'm not gonna
You are
stop
talking
midway.
about
No,
just
no, I'm
just
not gonna
just on
stop
this
midway.
point.
You need to hear my whole argument,
You
otherwise it
are
doesn't
talking
make any
about
sense. Okay.
we've known for 20 years
Yeah.
that red meat causes cancer. We've
Yeah.
known that for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I agree with
Yes.
you. But that also means that humans have been eating meat for thousands of years.
Sure,
since the
and it
dawn
caused
of
cancer.
time,
Of
since
cancer.
Adam.
It caused
they've
cancer
been dying
for
of
thousands of
cancer.
years. It
No.
caused cancer.
Oh, they didn't even get cancer.
They did get cancer.
know
they
that-
they got
Yeah.
cancer and died.
Oh, boring room.
So, but you
Like-
still haven't given us the morally relevant difference between an animal and a human that makes it okay to kill an animal but not okay to kill a
Because
human.
a human is on a higher level than an animal.
What does that mean
Fuck
in higher
animals.
level? And why is it? Why does
No,
it justify?
listen.
Why
Animals-
does it justify to kill animals if humans are on a higher level?
I want to tell you because animals jerk off 24/7, but humans don't.
Do you think it's funny to be violent towards animals? Do you think your
Yeah.
God would rather you come in here and laugh at us for trying to protect defenseless creatures?
Bro, fuck cows, bro. Who gives a shit about a cow?
So
Well,
if I
who-
find
who
a
gives a
human
shit
who
about
jerks
you?
off,
IQ.
if
You
I
are
find a
saying
human,
that, if you are saying that, obviously we are caring. Maybe you don't, but we care, and the cow cares.
Yeah. Who gives a shit about
Yeah.
you though? Who gives a shit about you, man? I don't care about you. Does that give me the right to cut your throat right now, or to say
about-
random nasty shit about you? I'm clearly more
if you
intelligent
are-
and
if
I'm
you are-
more
If
powerful
you are
than you.
Israel,
You
then
should
yes,
be
you
able-
can. If you are
Oh,
Israel,
brother.
then yes, you can do whatever. you want.
Yeah,
If you are
bring
Israel.
politics into it. Bring politics into it because that's how you get away
Are you
from
saying
it.
it's
You
moral
can
to kill you?
slaughter any human you
Are
want.
you
if
saying
you
it's moral to
Israel.
kill you? Are you saying it's moral to kill you?
If I'm in Gaza, and I'm
Are you
against
saying it's
Israel,
moral?
then
You're
yes,
saying it's moral what happens in Gaza?
They consider it as fine.
Are you saying it's moral what happens in Gaza? Are you saying it's moral? That it's morally right what happens in Gaza right now.
No, I'm Palestinian.
That's what I'm
bro.
asking. Is it moral to kill you right now? Is it moral? I'm
From
not asking
Israel?
if I can. I'm asking if I should.
Israel consider it as moral.
I'm asking
I don't
if I
know.
should.
No, they
If I
don't.
should kill you right now,
Yes,
is
they
it
do.
moral?
I know them, bro. I live with them. I know them, bro.
Is it moral
answer
to kill you right
postmortem.
now? Yes or no?
If is it okay
You
to kill me? No, it's
disingenuous
not.
piece of shit.
No, it's not. Listen. I'm 6'5", bro. I'll slaughter you, and you wouldn't do shit.
Well, if I find somebody 6'7", you wouldn't have a chance.
No, because I'm an MMA fighter. So what the fuck will he do?
Well, if I find an MMA fighter who's 6'7", he's gonna fucking
You
slaughter
won't.
you. And
You
who's
won't.
one rank higher than you.
Not all of
Might
that.
makes right? Might
I
makes right.
looked for
If you are
them.
stronger,
I looked for all of them.
because
and
you're
I didn't
stronger,
find.
it's okay for you to go and slaughter somebody, right? That's moral. That's moral for
Exactly, because they are weak.
you. Your morality is all fucked up. It literally you just justified genocide in Gaza.
Listen,
By
listen,
your morality.
You can't say I'm fucked up, bro.
You
are
literally
45
just
and you're
justified-
not married.
You literally
You're
just
45 and you're
justified
not married.
the thing that you come
and you're
out
telling me I'm
against.
fucked up.
You just beat a bullet. You literally just justified genocide in Gaza despite coming out against it a few minutes ago.
Also, who cares if anybody's married or not?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think if Israel is stronger than Gaza, is it justified that they kill humans there?
He said yes.
Of course not. No,
Of course.
Bro,
So that okay. So
I'm from
okay.
there. What do you mean, yes?
No, I'm saying.
I didn't say
of course
yes.
it's
So might
happening,
is
but
not
I'm
make
asking you,
right,
is
right?
it-
Might doesn't make right.
Is it
Sorry.
moral? Is it moral what Israel is doing?
No, it's not. Of course not.
Okay, but in your worldview, you said if someone is stronger, it is moral to do that. Right?
No. She said that if is it fine to kill me?
No, I
told
literally
her,
asked if it's moral.
I'm taller
I
than
asked
you,
it
so I will
10,000
kill you.
times. I asked 10,000 times. Is it moral to
Cool
kill
down,
you? I asked
calm
it
down,
10,000 times.
Calm down.
No, fuck
It's all
you.
fine.
I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you.
Yeah, postmortem ban them. They're not here to have a positive conversation. Wasting time.
You
gonna
literally
ban me.
justify genocide in Gaza, you piece
Fuck
of
off.
shit.
Bye bye.
People,
what
stop
just
biting
happened?
these bullets and just go vegan. Stop biting these terrible, terrible bullets where you justify the killing of humans whom you care about just to remain consistent. Literally just have a conversation when you can become morally consistent by rejecting killing everybody.
And it's okay to admit that you're wrong, okay? We all did that, and we all still do that. We're all still learning, we're all still on a path, and we all still admit that we're wrong about certain things, okay? Like, nobody's here to be right. We're here to have conversations, productive conversations.
Yeah, you wanted to say something, Sarah. I apologize. Can you please?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand who's with Palestine, who's with Gaza, I mean, and who's with not.
No, the person
not,
just
and-
so the person make the claim that because we're stronger, it's okay for us to kill animals, and that makes, in his logic, justifiable for Israel to kill Palestinians in Gaza. So, and he was coming out against it before, so he bit the bullet. Just to remain consistent that it's okay to kill people in Gaza. And then he walked it back, right? He said, no, of course it's not okay. But then the question remains, what is the morally relevant difference between animals and humans that make it okay to kill the animals for unjustifiable reason that would make it not okay to kill humans? And he couldn't name that trait except might is right, might is right. So if you're stronger, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you vegan,
He
Sarah?
doesn't think. He doesn't have a brain. He's and he's claiming that it's okay to be true. It's okay to be false. And what's oh my god, what the fuck is wrong?
Some people just to remain consistent because they want to continue eating meat. So they will bite literally every bullet on earth, Sarah. I've seen people just half an hour ago justifying rape with this same ideology.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think people should stop thinking like this, stop justifying eating meat by biting the most terrible bullets on earth, and just become peaceful and stop killing everybody. Stop killing anybody. Stop raping anybody, right? But instead they go in the other direction because they really want meat.
Wait, you're talking you were talking about Gaza, okay? And then you're talking about animals.
Well, this is a room about vegans are better. So we are talking about veganism here. This person came in here and tried to derail the conversation to talk about Gaza, but then they bit the bullet, which is unjustifiable, right? So that's why I asked you a few minutes ago if you're vegan.
Actually, I'm not.
So why not?
Joining the conversation.
Why not?
Because actually, in my country, we have like a culture where, and like every winter, we pick cats and we cut their heads and we eat them, like either as as a turkey, or we put it in the vein. It's
So-
like a tradition. Like it's like we're eating chicken, or
Yeah.
it's. Yeah, you
Wait,
should try
cats?
it.
Cats?
So you
Cats?
think that's a
Like,
good thing?
Meow meow?
Yeah, cats.
What
See-
the
Yeah,
fuck?
cats.
So you think
Yeah,
that is a good thing, Sarah?
Any country has their own tradition,
Yeah. Do you think tradition it's okay to justify killing and exploiting somebody with tradition? Do you think that's a good enough justification if we've been doing it for a while, right?
We need meat in our life, and for our body. We need
What do
protein.
we need meat for? What can't we get from plants that we have to get from meat?
Silent.
I'm waiting, Sarah. What do we need from meat? Are you Googling?
Protein. Please say it.
I'm gonna get ready.
I'm actually very curious, Sarah. Which tradition are you part of? Just because I'm curious, I've never heard of people doing that to cats. So I'm actually pretty curious.
Same. I'm gonna use it in my next argument against a person who doesn't like that cats are killed for food.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like a really good thing to have on hand.
So we're waiting. I guess Sarah
I mean,
is
ChatGPT says, ChatGPT says there's no tradition that kills cats.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if that is actually true.
Yeah. So, Olu, what do you think about this made-up tradition of gathering cats from the streets and eating them?
That's wild, man. That's wild. That's so wild and
Why is it wild?
unexpected.
Why is
I
that a
don't know.
problem?
Killing cats and
Yeah.
stuff. What the fuck? Like...
So are you vegan?
Yeah, but
Like,
hold on.
I didn't get it, to be honest.
are you
Hold
vegan,
on,
Olu?
hold on. Your view should commit you actually to eat all animals indiscriminately. All animals. If you think it's okay to eat like a pig or a chicken, you should also be okay with eating a dog. Even maybe with a human. Under your view.
Well, maybe they're vegan, though. Olu, are you
Yeah,
vegan?
if
No, I'm not vegan.
yeah.
So why you
Yeah,
think
see?
it's okay to eat cows, pigs, chicken, fish, but it's not okay to eat cats?
Because that's common. Like, what?
Yeah.
Let me explain. Okay, so my relatives are eating pork and cows, so then they're not eating like cats and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the point.
Yeah,
My
did
English
you-
is
did you
bad,
hear
sorry.
Oh, in China they eat rats and they eat a lot of other shit.
Sarah, we asked
So,
you a bunch of
it-
questions. Are you with us
That's-
now? We asked you a bunch of questions. Did you hear them?
That's about traditions.
Yeah, it's a tradition though. My grandma did it. My mother did it. So
So
it's, you know,
yeah, we asked you a
Sarah.
question. Do you think that the fact that we've been doing it for a while, which is what tradition is, justifies exploiting and killing animals for food?
I don't support, of course, I don't support killing or something.
Well, how do you
But-
eat cats without killing them? Are you eating them alive?
What?
Yeah. Now,
You
you also
never
made the
know.
claim that we need meat. Humans need meat. Can you please provide what in meat do we need that we wouldn't be able to get elsewhere, like plants or supplements?
You know, like,
And
we
she's
don't
going
eat
quiet
cats. We
again.
don't eat
If
cats.
we talk my first language, I would reply, but in English, my English is bad, so.
Well, it's one word, right?
What's your native language then?
Arabic.
Ah,
I'm joking
mean
about
grow?
the
Of
cat
course you're
thing.
joking. Yeah, we know. That's why we like. That's why we're
I just
pegging at you.
wanted to.
Yeah.
I was joking about the cat thing.
Yeah, I know.
I just spiced it up, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for spicing it up. But the question still remains: why are you not vegan?
Why would I be vegan, girl?
Well, because animals are
our life.
sentient, and in order to be not vegan, sentient animals are exploited and slaughtered for no apparent reason. For no reason that we've heard so far that is actually would justify exploiting and killing somebody.
Look, you can survive without eating like meat or stuff, but as a person who works out and stuff, I need it. I eat it every day.
Yeah.
I eat it for protein. I eat it for.
Am I a joke to you? Am I a joke to you? What the fuck? Am I a joke to you? Like,
I mean, all the vegans in here are working out. So Val works out, Cheap works out, I work out, and we grow muscle on plants. So I don't understand this claim.
if you eat meat, you can like get proteins really
Yeah, you-
faster than flowers and stuff.
Well, you don't have to
No.
get it from
Who's
flowers. You
not
can
vegan
get it
here?
from
Who's
plant
Who's
protein.
not vegan here?
so even if it is easier, right? I mean, is that a justification for exploiting and killing animals?
It can be, actually, man. It can be.
What? Is it really? If you can make sure that you can also get like plants.
So what you're saying is that if you were to build muscle in 7 days instead of in 5 days, then that totally justifies cutting the throat of an animal.
So not 7 and 5 days actually. There is a lot more like differences.
Well, no, the
between
difference between
protein comes from plants and protein from which comes from meat. It has differences, many
Yeah, so
differences.
I'm
They're
sharing-
not exactly
Although
they're not
I'm-
exactly similar.
Yeah,
yeah,
although
yeah.
I'm sharing. Hold on, Chip. So I'm sharing the live stream. Can you see it? Can you see the stream that I'm sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
So all all plants have all 9 amino acids that we need to survive, right? But the claim was that it's about building muscle, right? So this is study number 1, where they took 2 groups to compare them. One ate animals and animal protein, like supplemented with animal protein. The other ate only plants and supplemented with soy protein, I think. And there was no significantly relevant difference between them building muscle. So they built muscle and strength the same. This is about older people. So in older people, it's very important to keep muscle size. Also, again, no difference between plant-based diets and omnivorous diets. They build muscle the same. This is actually funny because this is was supplied by the meat industry. So they gave money to create this study. And even they found out there is no relevant difference between eating plant diets and eating animal diets and building muscle. So you can build muscle on a plant diet. There is no difference between them.
Uh-huh.
Would you like me to give you this link? You can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
explore.
in the chat. In the chat.
Yeah, you can
I'm just
explore
gonna say
all
something. I'm
the.
gonna leave. I'm just gonna say something though. I'm gonna leave. I do support animals' rights and stuff, but like you don't. I'm not saying that you're. I'm not saying, bro. Shut up. I'm not saying that you're aggressive or something, but anyone can eat whatever you want. Like, oh, you would
Shut up. This
Man,
isn't how it works.
let her
You can't-
talk, man. What the fuck? Are you mad or
Yeah, I
something?
know.
No, she's
Relax,
trolling.
relax, man. Relax.
She's
Just
trolling,
relax.
obviously.
Just
I know.
give her
I
5
know.
seconds, a few seconds to
No,
say
I don't
obviously
something.
she's
care that much
trolling.
about what I fucking eat. Like, chill out,
But-
man. What the fuck? What you...
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's
really.
funny. Like, you say in one sentence, I believe in animal rights, but everyone can eat
But I
what they
eat
want.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes no sense. If you give someone rights, that means they get some privileges, right? They get some entitlements. And then at the same time you're saying, well, you know what? Fuck these entitlements. I'm gonna use my entitlement and I will satisfy my appetite. Makes no sense. Does it? Does it make sense?
You believe that the whole earth is gonna stop eating meat after Mr. What? Valnorishid, I don't know what the fuck his name. He's gonna say
Just call me
stop
Val.
eating meat.
No,
Like,
we make the
yeah,
arguments. We make the arguments.
I'm not mad at something. I respect your opinion. I respect any opinion of you guys. But you should respect mine too, okay?
No, why would we respect you exploiting and killing animals when you don't have to? Why would we respect that?
Excuse
like
me,
saying
I
it's okay to
literally respect yours and you say that you don't respect mine. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
some people think it's
respect
okay to
doesn't
rape and other people don't think it's
Blah.
okay to rape. We should respect the
No,
people.
you should not.
Yeah, we should respect the opinions of people who think it's okay to rape, right?
You should mine as I respect yours.
Well, why wouldn't you respect
I
the
don't
opinions of people who
see it.
think it's okay to rape?
Point. You don't eat meat. It's your thing. I don't care.
Yeah,
Eat it-
I'm asking you a question though, right? We should respect the opinions of people who think it's okay to rape people, right?
Why did I mention something?
No, I'm
about
asking you the
raping?
question, right? You make the claim that we should respect each other's opinions.
Don't
So people who
rape
think
them.
it's okay to rape people, we should respect their opinions,
Don't
right?
think people with animals, okay?
Can
Don't
you
think
answer the
people-
question, please? Should we respect
I'm
people
telling you,
who think it's okay to
don't
rape?
think people with animals.
Can you
Animals
please answer the
don't have
question
mind.
directly? Can you please
People
answer the
have-
question?
people have mind, okay? Let me
Sarah,
talk.
can you please answer the question? Is it okay? Should we respect the people who think it's okay to rape animals?
Yes.
For
definitely,
instance.
Yes. Okay. Let her talk then. Okay.
So
Oh my God.
when I said stop biting horrific bullets, this is what I meant. Stop biting horrific bullets and just make the arguments. And when your arguments lead to horrific shit, like saying it's okay to rape somebody because it's somebody's opinion, then you just stop. Stop.
Raping somebody and what the fuck? What the fuck is raping somebody, girl?
So wait, Sarah. Let me explain so that you understand the perspective, okay? And I was gonna go, but I'll just explain. Look, Sarah, listen for a second. So you said that you respect vegans. We appreciate it. The reason we don't respect your choice to exploit animals is because your choice to exploit animals is an immoral act. It's something that is not fair or just. It is cruel, it is unjust, and it is horrible. It is violent. And what Postmortem was saying is that should we respect the people's choice to do other immoral acts? And they said rape, okay? So my question to you is, should we respect the choice of somebody if they want to do something that is immoral or violent? Should we respect somebody's choice to be violent?
No.
Then why should we
So then-
respect you for exploiting and killing animals, darling?
Which is violent.
Well, you think if you're gonna have this conversation, the whole earth is gonna stop eating meat? And
That
you
doesn't
think we're
matter.
gonna stop eating meat?
If people are not this as disingenuous as you are, they might.
Sarah, our responsibility is just between you and me, or you and us, right? So we can't.
I know you
convince-
want to protect animals, and you. I know.
Yeah.
what
And we are talking about you. We are talking about your worldview right now, not about the world. We're talking about you, what you can do and change, with your responsibility, right?
So, can you listen for 5 seconds, for a few seconds? So, I respect your choice, yeah, to avoid eating meat and stuff, but it is important to remember that not everyone has the ability or the desire to like follow this diet. Meat is a source of nutrition that can sometimes be lacking in a band-based diet, especially for people with specific needs, like athletes, I think. Yeah, like athletes. Additionally, wait,
And yet we
additionally,
literally showed
not
you.
all cultures. Can you fucking listen, please, man?
No, because you're
Additionally,
making a
not
claim
all
that we
cultures-
already went through. We already
Okay,
went
you
through
can
it.
do
There
it.
is no difference in protein. There is no difference in building muscle.
Man, there is.
I
Believe me.
literally gave you 3 studies, which you can go and read instead of making the same claim that we already debunked with science.
Uh-huh.
Can you
Yeah,
stop
people
making a
don't
claim
care
that we
about-
already debunked, please?
Yeah, although, is there something we can say to convince you that you can thrive on a plant-based diet?
Sure. Can you repeat?
Is there some form of evidence or something we can say that would get you to accept the fact that we can thrive on a plant-based diet?
I don't know.
So what would change your mind? I'm just
No, I'm not vegan at all.
I'm just trying to understand because, like, if you guys have these views, right, about something, like, let's put it this way. Imagine there's a person in this world who was lived in a society where they were taught something that we now know that is wrong, okay? They were taught their whole life that thing is true to them. And then here they come into the rest of the world. Everybody shows them evidence against their belief. Everybody is saying, well, that is not true. We have evidence-based. All the biggest science organizations on this planet confirm that what you're saying is not true. How exactly should we convince these individuals that what they're saying is not true? Asking you are that individual right now. You seem to think that meat or animal-based products can give you some form of an advantage. We are telling you, we are showing you empirical evidence, top of the pyramid of evidence, which is the highest quality of evidence that you do not, and you don't seem to be convinced by that. So I'm just curious, what exactly would convince you of it?
Goodbye, post-mortem.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna go. Thank you. So, a short one today was supposed to be like my rest day because sleep has gone terribly. Yeah, and also I made a video today, so I was planning on publishing it, and then Val was like, come do stuff. And I couldn't help it. So anyways, this is the video that I just published. I would appreciate if you go give it a look. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. And I maybe will see you tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But definitely will see you on Saturday. So tune in. Bye.